step into the day with the dawn ringing in my ears. Oh, well, I tune into my TV show. No better way, I gotta get myself into gear. Let's go. Oh, and I feel good today with my wake up in the morning espresso. I feel good today. It's my feel good breakfast show.
Light the fires, kick the tires. Was it kick the tires, light the fires?
I don't know, but we can do both.
We can do both, man, because it's a brand new day and we are going to kickstart your day in style this morning. My name is Graham Richards.
And I'm Raul Good morning, and thank you, Mzansi, for joining us on this beautiful Tuesday, and we're choosing to spend it with you.
Man, only a few days left. I think we're feeling it. There's kind of a giddiness in studio now. People are understanding that we're in the home straight now, and hopefully you're feeling the same. I think a lot of people are shutting down already, and hopefully you've had the chance to connect with family and you're just feeling the festive vibe, and we'll do our part this morning to get you into that mode, because today is all about celebration.
Celebrating indeed, and we're celebrating local artists like Saaiman, the man's back in the building, and we're also celebrating those abroad like Sean Jacobs, who I got to catch up with, and it's going to be one entertaining morning indeed, G, here on Expresso, and we're gearing up for all the good stuff.
Yeah, man, Christmas cheer is here, so we want you to sit back, relax, escape the norm. We need it after this year, and just be entertained. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, you guys. Hey, Jamie, looking stunning.
Quickly, you're looking beautiful. I like this oversized shirt. I know this is not... You're giving me that face because you know you're not dressed for the day yet.
I'm not dressed for the day yet. Just make sure to keep it locked, because you can have a say on what I get to wear on this beautiful Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning, 3 days before Christmas. You can feel the buzz, you can feel the energy. Christmas is here. We are kind of just like, okay, guys, we're now in pilot mode, getting to the end of the week, but also we're still connecting with you on our social media platforms. As you can see, we are in the W Beauty room, which means that we are asking you on our social media, what would you fill your Christmas stocking with? What W Beauty products would you fill your Christmas stocking with? What about you, Chomi?
Also, make sure to use the hashtag Woolies Christmas.
Absolutely.
You know, it's very important. Chomi, all the W Beauty makeup products, that's me, or the skincare range, whatever Woolworths has to offer. I want everything, the store itself in the stocking, okay?
I don't think that's possible, my Chomi. I honestly don't think that's possible, but if we got a long stocking, we could maybe fill everything.
That's true, that's true. What about you? What's your priority?
The Sir John palette is still, I've been eyeing it, and I've been asking Knox so many times. I'm like, Knox, just...
This one.
Wait, open it again slowly.
This palette?
Open it again slowly.
So it's like... We're getting into this a little later, right?
We definitely are.
Yes.
We're getting into so much today. So please let us know again. Use that hashtag Woody's Christmas and Expresso Morning Show. But right now, it's time to get on with the order of the day. G is standing ready for those news headlines.
Thank you so much, ladies, and a very good morning and welcome once again as we delve into our local news headlines. First, starting here in South Africa, the Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma, yesterday issued a statement to clear up some widespread confusion regarding the curfew hours. Dlamini-Zuma said that only 3 locations in South Africa, being Nelson Mandela Bay, the Garden Route and the Sarah Baartman district, are operating under a 10 o'clock in the evening curfew. Venues are told to close at 9 in those areas, so patrons can get home before the restrictions kick in. However, everywhere else in South Africa is only under curfew from 11 in the evening. All regions see the restrictions lifted at 4 a.m. the next morning. Then Deputy Chief Justice Raymond Zondo yesterday said more than 2 years since the start of the commission of the inquiry, so far some 800 million had gone towards the commission's work. He said that the majority of the work had been completed, with 278 witnesses having taken the hot seat. Zondo said that they would be approaching the High Court for a 3-month extension, which means that more money would be needed to be injected. And casting a wider net on the international front, the African Migration Observatory, a study platform launched by the African Union to improve migration governance on the continent, has been inaugurated in the Moroccan capital of Rabat. The observatory's mission will be to collect, analyze and exchange data across an interconnected system linking African countries to improve migration policies. Migration in Africa is essentially intra-African, with 80% of migrants from African countries remaining on the continent. South Africa topped the list with 3.1 million arrivals, followed by the Ivory Coast with 2.1 million and Nigeria with 1.9 million. Then representatives of all 27 EU countries met in Brussels yesterday to adopt measures to stop the spread of a new variant of the coronavirus from Britain that is more contagious. 15 EU countries have already introduced precautionary measures such as travelling restrictions from the UK. Canada and India have joined European states in blocking flights from the UK. Meanwhile, a further 33,364 confirmed cases were announced in the United Kingdom yesterday, bringing the total to more than 2 million, with some 67,000 people that have succumbed to the disease. Next, news of the world's first free-roaming sanctuary for primates. Monkeys are frequently used in laboratory experiments. Some live in confined zoos or are kept as pets in atrocious conditions, and often they are just abandoned. Such monkeys aren't able to return to their natural habitats, but there's a man-made haven in Plettenberg Bay where they can go to, the world's first free-roaming multi-species primate sanctuary, 12 hectares in size. Monkeyland, aptly named, provides some 550 animals with a new lease on life, from howler monkeys and gibbons to lemurs and even capuchins. And founded in 1998 to protect these species, which are either endangered or critically endangered, it has since flourished and become a top refuge and educational centre as well. Here, primates wander the Afromontane forest, form family bonds and grow their population. To experience the environment and learn about the animals, visitors can meander along a 128-metre suspended bridge or join one of their actual walking safaris. A space such as this saves primates from a distressing fate, and a world coexisting with nature is created. So why not visit Monkeyland, seeing that the beaches in Plet are a no-go at the moment. That's where we leave our news headlines. Let's see where the sport is at. So let's reconnect with the rugby. That didn't happen over the weekend. The Currie Cup match between log leaders, the Bulls and the Lions, scheduled for this Saturday, the 26th of December, has been postponed to Wednesday, the 6th of January to 2021, obviously due to the COVID-19 cases in that Bulls team. The match between the Bulls and the Pumas, scheduled for the 8th of January, will now take place 2 days later on the 10th of the same month at the Mbombela Stadium. And on to cricket. South African cricketing legend Jacques Kallis has joined England as their batting consultant. That's for their upcoming tour of Sri Lanka. The 45-year-old former cricketer has coached the Kolkata Knight Riders in the Indian Premier League and previously assisted in the Proteas camp. England will play 2 test matches in Sri Lanka starting on the 14th and then the 22nd of January before touring India. We certainly wish him well on his latest venture. Then on to football. Monday night footy saw Chelsea beat West Ham United 3-0 at Stamford Bridge in the English Premier League. Thiago Silva opening the scoring as early as the 10th minute. Then Tammy Abraham added 2 more in the space of just 2 minutes in the second half to secure a much-needed win for the Blues. In the earlier encounter last night, Burnley moved out of the bottom 3. That was after beating Wolves 2-1. The Premier League action will continue over this coming weekend. That's where we leave our sport for now. Jamie's got the latest on the weather front, and of course we take a look at some of your beautiful sunrise pictures.
Thank you so much, Dee. Yes, it's time to have a first look at the weather conditions. But first, we asked you to send us your sunrise pictures so that we can see how your part of the country looks like this morning. We start off with Architecture Nava, who posted it this morning, skyline from Mpumalanga. Now, you can expect some thunder showers with a warm maximum of 26 degrees today. Bev Murray captured this beautiful sky from the Karoo National Park. Of course, you can expect some rainfall with a maximum of 28 degrees. You too can contribute to our weather report by posting your sunrise photos on Expresso's Facebook page. We absolutely love seeing it. Now, last night, people could observe the so-called Christmas star in the night sky, or as astronomers call the phenomenon, the Great Conjunction. This is when Jupiter and Saturn, the 2 largest planets in the solar system, are close to Earth and to each other, coming within planetary kissing range, an intimacy which last occurred 800 years ago. Now, if you did miss it, rest assured you will still be able to observe it tonight and for the following few nights. The best way to see this phenomenon is to find a spot with an unobstructed view of the sky, such as a field or a park. Jupiter and Saturn are bright, so they can be seen even from most cities. An hour after sunset, look to the southwestern sky. Jupiter will look like a bright star and be easy visible. Until last night, Saturn was slightly fainter and appeared slightly above and to the left of Jupiter. And as from tonight, Jupiter will overtake Saturn and they will reverse position constellations in the sky. Now remember, the planets can be seen with the naked eye, but if you do have binoculars or a small telescope, you may be able to see Jupiter's 4 large moons orbiting the giant planets and the rings on Saturn. Very interesting. Now bringing it back home, here's a first look at the weather conditions. We start off with Polokwane. Your low is 19, peaking at 28 degrees. Umbombela ranges from 22 to 31. Pretoria, for you, your low is 18 with a maximum of 27. Johannesburg ranges from 16 to 26. Mahikeng coming through with a low of 19 and a high of 28. And then Klerksdorp ranges from 20 to 30 degrees. Kimberley, 16, 25. Bloemfontein, 14, 23. And if you're out and about in Richards Bay, your minimum is 25 with a maximum of 32. Pietermaritzburg, 21, 27. South Africa's playground Durban coming through with a low of 23 and a high of 27. Mthatha ranges from 17 to 21 today, and then East London 20, 23. Cradock can be seen with a low of 15 and a high of 24. PE Port Elizabeth ranges from 20 to 25 with a 66% chance of rain today. Cape Town, George 19, 24, and the mother city Cape Town ranges from 17 to 27. It's going to be a hot day today. Worcester 17, 35, Sutherland 10, 29, and then last but definitely not least, Uppington ranging from 16 to 29 degrees. Of course, wherever you find yourself on this beautiful Tuesday, make sure that you have a feel-good kind of day.
A feel-good kind of day it's going to be for a fact. We are a few days away from Christmas. Can you believe that next week Friday is January 2021?
What do you mean? I feel like this year's gone on for so long that it wasn't going to end. I thought we're still here. 2020.
We're still here. We're still here, but I feel like 2021 is just around the corner, and I'm pretty sure abanye bethu, especially in Dangazetu Nogs, have not gone shopping for Christmas. In fact, Christmas.
Guys.
Do you have your Christmas outfit?
I don't have my Christmas clothes in, but I want to help others get them.
Look at that. You need to take your own advice,
Yes,
man.
I do.
Lucky for me, we have our fashion and beauty editor, Unox Mafu, who's here to take me through some woolly styles, especially when it comes to the dresses for the festive season, for Christmas or even for New Year's. If Boxing Day is also still a thing, the big days are still coming, although we're going to be celebrating them
indoors. Small numbers.
Okay, because COVID-19 is still a thing.
Yes.
Knox, thank you so much for coming through this morning. First things first, what fashion tip do you have for us for the festive season?
So it's difficult, you know. The fact that I actually haven't bought my stuff is more of a strategic thing. Is to see the kind of ranges that are coming out of Woolworths really till the last moment and then make my choices, because there's so much to experiment with. So I think my biggest tip would be is to play with color, experiment with silhouettes, and I always say go for something simple and really playful, so that you can have an accent either on the arms, you can have an accent kind of, you know, on your lower half. So really playing with the different styles. So if you want to go with a print, then you go for a more simpler kind of silhouette that's a little bit more less intricate in terms of design, but really to play between these different elements that Woolworths has really leaned into this festive season. So your lime bright colors, your great pinks. I mean, pink has been such a fashion fave at the moment. So really trying to find things that speak to the pop and festiveness of it, but we don't need to do the red, the white, and the, you know, the black.
The traditional Christmas colors, the festive colors.
We're a vibrant country with vibrant colors. So I really want people to lean into those colors and have so much fun with their clothes.
I can't wait to have fun with the clothes that you have here. You were speaking about different colors, different silhouettes, and you've done just that. Take me through today's options.
So we've got two lovely options here, and I'll
this one.
Thank you so much. So we'll start off with that. That is from the Into the Blue range, which is part of, you know, the 5 weeks of newness. What I love about this, although it looks very simple, if we were to play right here with the waist, it has a beautiful way of really playing with the feminine form, but the blue color is very light, speaks to the everyday freshness that we're still looking for. You've already tapped into the blue already, so I love that. And the beautiful detail here on the shoulder makes it a fun dress to kind of, you know, if you have to do those last minute things while you're cooking, just to put a few things in the oven and still look fabulous and fresh, and still, you know, be ready for the Christmas family photo. So that's option 1. And then we've got option 2 here, which is a bit of a personal favorite.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's just that I don't want to waver people's opinions too much. But this is beautiful. The detailing at the bottom, hey?
It's so flirtatious. So I think the double layer that we're seeing here at the bottom, I'm hoping that you guys can catch it at home, is really beautiful. The slip dress is a classic, elegant piece of clothing that really does make anyone feel chic. So you could wear this with sneakers, you could wear this with heels. It has a very transformative energy, which I love in clothes. The color is just fresh.
Oh, it's just fresh. Both of them are just like fresh. And there you have it.
It's like lemon water. Like
yes, that's
a slice of lemon and here's some water. Here's just a really cooling effect.
You know what? We could go on for days, Knox and I, talking about everything Woolies and everything fashion. But this is in your hands. Make sure to go over to Expresso's Facebook page and pick on my behalf which dress you think is gonna sit well on my body, my figure, the color and everything. And use the hashtag Expresso Show. I can't wait to see what you guys have chosen for me.
Fresh indeed. It's looking so fab, ladies. And speaking of fresh, and he's no stranger to our screens, we've got the man in the building, Chad Saaiman, and he's about to deliver us some fresh new tunes coming up after this. Stick around.
Oh, you can make my day.
Join us tonight at 7:30 on the Insider SA as we travel to LA to the home of global makeup artist Sir John. Spend a day with renowned fashion designer Gert Johan Kutsia as he dresses hip-hop star Nadia Nakai, and learn how RSG radio personality Amore Becker lives her life to the fullest. That's the Insider SA, tonight at 7:30, only on SABC3.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Of course, you're still locked in at your feel-good breakfast show, and he's, of course, no stranger to the Expresso show, and he's always an absolute pleasure to have in the studio with us. Now, it's a Cape Town-born, accomplished singer. He's a songwriter and entertainment personality, and his name is Chad Saaiman. Now, he's been performing professionally for over a decade, and he's back with some brand new music. Now, this R&B singer continues to deliver soulful performances and keeps the hits coming with original tracks and a number of impressive features. And now, this morning, Chad is here to perform his latest releases along with a Christmas classic to keep up with all the festive cheer. Chad Saaiman. Saaiman, welcome to the building, my man.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good morning. I'm good, man. Thanks for having me. So nice to be speaking to you.
Yeah, man.
So nice to be
it's
speaking
been a while,
to you.
eh?
We've never actually done this.
And we've been scheming a lot,
Yeah.
if anybody else
Yeah.
is wondering why. But man, so much happening, so I'm going to
Yeah.
dive straight into it.
Yeah.
And one thing which I thought was really cool, you brought out a song, Wrong Again, which
Yeah.
is like the first of your 2020 bangers, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah.
But also a very interesting song because
Yeah.
it seems like you've got some sort of an argument going on between
Yeah.
two people. Now, my
Yeah.
question is, where on earth does the inspiration come from to write a song like this? And why document it in a song even? I mean, what's the deal, bro?
I think first and foremost, I think, people disagreeing is part of human nature. Communication is such a big thing for me.
Okay.
And it's a massive theme that I want to use in the music I'm continuing to write over this period. Being in lockdown with someone or just being able to be close to people, you're always going to communicate in the good or bad way, So the song is about a miscommunication. To be honest, I had 2 miscommunications on one day with 2 different people. And I went straight into the room and I wrote the song that night. Yeah.
But I think it's very relevant to what's going on right now. I think we're forced to actually engage more and we're forced to uncover a lot of what we pushed under the rug this year.
Definitely.
So look, a Saaiman-nominated artist, of course, and you've got 3 albums, 1 EP. Is this the making of another one coming through? 2020 you've been creative. And the people want something from you, man. So can we expect something big next year?
I hope so, man. I think 2021, if there was ever a year to reflect on and write about, it was 2020.
Yeah.
So I think 2021 is a perfect year to release a body of work. So now that I said it, I might
Be careful with your
kind of
words
stuck to it now, I'm kind of like...
You heard it first, Yams.
guys,
we're going to hold you to it.
Pinky promise.
But listen, you're not only an artist, man. I've been hearing you online. I'm seeing you on the radio, so I'm hearing you on the radio as well.
Yeah.
You got your own freaking show.
I do.
Saaiman Says. What's going on? Tell me about this, man. You're bringing up some local talent, which I hear about. I've been looking at the agenda coming through in December as well. Absolutely love it, man. But for the rest of the Mzansi that isn't aware, tell us more about the show. What's the theme, what it's about?
So Saaiman Says it's about unearthing a new talent within the city and the country, as well as playing fresh tunes. Sundays I focus on R&B, soul, like new R&B. Saturdays it's about finding new talent and just having conversations and different features with new. Obviously, because of lockdown and some of the boundaries put in place, I didn't get to execute some of my ideas, but I'm moving it over to when we can. So it's really cool, man. It's a major blessing to be able to just communicate, freely with music, with radio, with social media. It's like I feel like I'm in a really good space in terms of just personally getting my message across and my core values, man.
Chad Saaiman Gold on the radio, on the TV, everywhere you look, I think. And no one's complaining too.
Doing my best.
No one's complaining. So listen, man, you're doing some really cool work when it comes to social development, when it comes to just being a mentor.
Yeah.
And you've got a program, I believe it's called Buskers Program.
Yeah. So I work with a very prominent mall in Cape Town and their busker program. So I am a mentor to some of the up-and-coming acts with that project. And then outside of the busker program, also we have a business called Stereotype Talent Management, where we also develop 1 or 2 artists. And one of the artists will be on the show in this week. I'm not going to say too much. I'm not going to say too much.
Okay.
But if you
So
do chat to him, just ask
protege running around.
something like that. I mean, we're all doing our thing, but I think for me, just being able to be in a position where I'm still learning, but I'm into my journey. I'm beyond a decade into my music journey, and I think being able to make sure that the next person doesn't make the same mistakes, maybe, fast track the process and say, we're here to guide you, and you have your goals, but we can just help you steer the ship.
I absolutely love that, man. Not only just using your talents for yourself and for your Mzansi, but for those that need it, which I think is important, having your voice in the community. And you speak of 10 years so nonchalant, but that's a long time, man.
It's a long time.
10 years is experience, especially in this day and age. And I think it's something important to note. So well done, man.
I appreciate that.
Well done.
I appreciate that.
Mzansi would love to know any little wishes or anything for Christmas, anyone celebrating Christmas. Do you have any words?
Man, I just want to say, this year has been an interesting year. It's been hard for a lot of people. people. It's been great for some as well. If it's been great for you, that's okay. You know, celebrate yourself, celebrate each other. If it's been tough, I think just remain positive and let's just continue to just respect each other. I think that's the biggest thing we can do right now, because we're in a space, we're in a global pandemic where we literally we can kind of control how, you know, what goes down. So I think we just have to respect each other and let's just have a great Christmas, man. And I think some of us are going to have to make sacrifices with seeing the people we want to see this Christmas, but I'm for it so that we can have more and more Christmases together.
I'm for it as well. Clearly the 10 years is coming through. Pearls of wisdom. And of course, guys, stick around because Chad Saiman's going to be delivering that single, Wrong Again, and a few other bangers on the show, and you do not want to miss it.
Also good to be able to connect with Chad Saiman this morning. He's in the building. But over the last couple of weeks, we have made some delicious freshback rooibos iced tea recipes inspired by you. Now, we received incredible entries for the hashtag Made By You competition. And today, we are not only announcing the winner, but also making his recipe live on the air. The winner of the hashtag Made By You 5,000 Rand prize is, can we get a drum roll? With his delicious freshback rooibos raspberry mint orange iced tea. Congratulations, buddy. How are you feeling?
Thank you, guys. Good. I'm feeling all right. You guys?
We are good.
You looked all cool, calm, and collected before we went live, and now I can see the excitement, man. Buddy, congratulations. Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to making your recipe.
Thank you very much.
What inspired this recipe? Where did your inspiration come from?
Well, as I'm a diabetic, I'm not into cool drinks so much, so yeah. I search on the web a little bit and I experiment by myself, so yeah.
Are you good in the kitchen, dude? Are you like a regular in the kitchen, or was this quite an exercise for you?
Yeah, it was fun in here, yeah.
Buddy, with that laugh, I think we need to bring you in studio, my friend. We need to bring you here, buddy. So 5,000 Rand richer, that's got to help a lot at this time of the year. What does that mean to you?
Thanks, Expresso. Oh, man, it means a lot, yeah. As I have 3 kids.
Wow.
You know, it's December holidays. And then January, you know, it's school. That will help quite a lot, eh?
Oh, buddy, you seem like the most wonderful human being.
Stuff.
Congratulations. 5 grand is on its way to you. Keep inspiring us with some amazing recipes. Like I said, I'm really looking forward to recreating your winning concoction. But you seem like a very worthy winner. Have a wonderful festive season, my friend.
You too, guys. Awesome. You too.
Aww.
What a nice guy,
So
man.
sweet.
Oh,
now I'm more excited to try
to make this. I know, and
we have to do it like justice. We can't.
No, we're going to do it well. Freshback rooibos, naturally. That's the song, isn't it? Isn't that the song?
What song?
Well, if it's not, it's now. I'm going to give it to you. I'm not going to copyright it. I'm going to give it to you. You don't understand how much I love this. So it's the #1 rooibos brand, hands down. But it is safe. So they've got tons of variants, flavor variants. They've got a kids range. But I've been giving this to my boy since forever because it is completely safe. It's caffeine-free. It's such a good drink. First thing that you want to take note of, okay? Don't boil the tea bags in the water, okay? I've made that mistake. It comes out bitter because you're destroying the flavor and the goodness and the nutrients. So boil it first. Once it's stopped boiling, it's gone to a brisk boil, then you can pop your tea bags in. We're going to go for 3 tea bags in this one.
There.
Let them steep for as long as possible. Get as much flavor out of that as possible. For me, I would just chow that with a little bit of honey. Boom, like done deal. But let's do it the Ricardo way, okay? So we've let it steep, and you can see the beautiful. I can hear Ricardo laughing in the background, man. It's got a beautiful dark color, so we've really got maximum flavor extraction. We've let it cool, and now it's up to us to add the ingredients. So should we put in and trade?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to start actually with some orange at the base of mine, like that. Hey, because it just looks snazzy.
And then?
I'm going to give you those.
Okay, and then I'll do mine as well.
You've got some beautiful raspberries there and frozen.
Yes.
To keep it cool, keep it chilled.
Refreshing.
So now I'm going to go with how plump and beautiful do these blackberries look?
And can you just imagine biting through that burst of flavor?
I love it.
So I'm going to put some ice in.
I'm going to put that over there. That's a good idea. I'm going with your
Do not steal my ideas.
No, I'm going to put my iced raspberries in first.
Ricardo, and you can throw shade, okay? So if we're doing it wrong, you can just...
No.
Oh, is it doing... Okay. I'll put a lot of mint in. There we go.
Yeah, mint is amazing. On a hot summer's day, that little quetz of mint is just going to freshen you right up. I'm going to put my mint in like that. Then I'm going to add my...
It really smells so good.
I know, how fresh and...
Without the tea.
And beautiful. This is going to be the perfect hot summer's day accompaniment.
And then... do you want to throw the honey in afterwards or before?
How do you feel? I don't know. Should we ask Ricardo? Ricardo, do we put the honey in last, or can we put it in before we add the tea?
You can put it in last, guys.
Last,
Put
okay.
it in last, okay.
Cool, I'm going to top you up.
Thank
I got to say, just on the way that it looks, buddy, it looks beautiful. It's a pop of color. They say you eat with your eyes first. So right now your brain is identifying all the nutrients, the antioxidants going in there. Looks stunning. And whoa. Okay, go enough there. Fresh pack rooibos, naturally. That is the song. I'm telling you, that's the song, man.
He's got a whole song for you.
You've inspired me this morning, buddy. I love the flavor profile of honey with rooibos, with fresh pack. It's just amazing. A little bit of hearing for me. Bikkie hearing for you.
Oh,
Sing it, girl, sing it. Fresh pack rooibos, naturally.
Cheers.
Cheers, Ricardo. Here's to you, buddy. Congratulations. 5,000 Rand is yours. You are a worthy winner. I'm going to do the taste test.
I love it. Oh, my word. That is so good.
That is stunning, dude. You hit on a winner here. You are a deserving winner this morning. And, of course, you guys can... absolute pleasure, man. You can recreate this at home and enjoy what has got to be probably the freshest summer drink we have made.
Absolutely.
Cheers,
and, of course, the best recipes are always #made by you. And to get Ricardo's refreshing iced tea recipe, visit expressoshow.com. It is so good.
Or ask Ricardo.
Yeah. Either way. Fresh. I believe you made it a song.
Enjoy delicious homemade iced tea this summer. Simply add fresh lime, berries, and honey to ice cold Fresh Pack rooibos tea. See on pack for more recipes. Fresh Pack, goodness comes naturally.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Earlier this morning, we gave you the chance to choose Kuhle's outfit for the rest of the show. Now, we had a choice of 2 beautiful dresses. Now, I want to show you what you guys have chosen. Kuhle, come in. Yes. Oh my gosh, Christmas night is going to look so good with you.
This feels amazing. First of all,
yes,
the material is lightweight, Nox.
Yeah.
And we can all agree, right, Bernice, that the color is absolutely stunning. The glow is there. The glow is there.
But we've actually got a resident makeup artist here, Bernice, who's actually going to help us just enhance the glow, because we've already got it coming in, but we can take it further with makeup. What do you have for us today?
So today I'm actually working with the Sir John Volume 3 palette, and this is actually not the eyeshadow palette, it's the glow palette, but there's nothing wrong with using a little bit of highlighter on the eyes.
Yes.
So as you can see, it's really nice and coppery, and there's bronzy colors, all of that in there. So I'm just gonna add, you can close your eyes, I'm just quickly gonna add some glitter to your eyes. Beautiful. So the trick with working with shimmery and glittery colors is always kind of wet your brush. You can just dip it in water, and then it actually just makes everything a little bit more intense, and there's not a lot of fallout.
And you know what? That's a very good tip, because when I use shimmer or glitter, if you use a dry brush, it kind of leaves patchy spots,
Absolutely.
when you try to apply it.
But I mean, I love the way that, because this range actually has always been highly pigmented, which is great. I feel like through the day you've got this beautiful shine that leaves you feeling absolutely incredible.
And I feel like you look a little bit like Christmas with the gold and the red and a hint of
Actually,
greenery.
yes, you look beautiful.
This is my Christmas outfit.
And you look great. I mean, the way that it sits on and with the makeup, I think that everyone has made a stellar choice in the outfit that you have. So I don't know. And the makeup look is starting to look very, very beautiful.
It's subtle, but it's very present.
All right, I guess it's time to open your eyes. Girl.
Yeah. Is this me? Is this me? It's all because of you guys on social media. Thank you so much for choosing this dress. It's our personal favorite. I'm just going to read some of the comments that you guys left on our Facebook poll. It says, the yellow slip dress. Thank you, Tanya. I got you, girl. Loretta, love the lime. Fresh, bright color. We all agree about that. Nazreen, love the lime dress. Elsie says, lime will suit you. And girl, guess what? It does. Thank you so much, Bernice, for just elevating my makeup glow this morning, and of course Knox for elevating my style this morning. All things W Beauty, absolutely love it. Listen, Knox, thank you once again.
Of course.
Make sure to get your Christmas outfits at Woolies, okay? And also let us know if you have done your Christmas shopping and use the hashtag Expresso show, okay? Oh man, okay, cool. I just want to go through some of your other comments here on our social media.
So tough. I'm sure everyone was literally struggling at the time to make a decision.
Yes.
Both dresses were actually very valuable.
They were.
Yeah.
They were. And if you actually want to get your hands on one of the dresses, you can stand a chance of winning 500 Rands Woolworths voucher. Just reply to the competition post on our Facebook page and Twitter page. Tell us, what beauty products do you want in your Christmas stock this year? Remember to include the hashtag Woolies Christmas. Competition closes today at 9 a.m. and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. So you can be a winner of this 500 Rands Woolies voucher.
Thank you, ladies. Looking gorgeous. Good choice. Yeah, I'll make good choices. So we are gearing up for the festive season and heading to our favorite new Metro cinema to be completely immersed in an action-packed adventure. It's at the top of everyone's list. Undoubtedly, I'm certainly so super pumped to see this movie, Wonder Woman. It reminds us of the importance of staying responsible no matter what your plans may be this festive season. Take a look.
We can't wait for you to see Wonder Woman 1984. I love the movie-going experience because there's nothing like watching a movie on the big screen with the full sound and having a special cinema night. You will laugh, cry, cheer, and witness the magical storytelling power of cinema. Don't miss Wonder Woman 1984. Be a hero and wear a mask. Help cinemas create the safest place for you and your family.
Wonder Woman 1984 in cinemas now. Book tickets.
Can't wait. Every time we watch this, I'm just like, I need to go. I need a book right now, actually.
It looks so much, it's exactly that. Every time I see the promo, I'm like, oh my word, why have I not, I need to. It just looks amazing. And you heard it from Gal Gadot herself, we're going to do it responsibly. So we obviously put it out to you guys to tell us your amazing stories, and we've received so many heartwarming stories from you about your favorite new Metro memories, and we've got to share a few of them with you.
Absolutely. This one is from Lana Now, and she said, definitely Ellen Pakkies. I cherish these visits to the cinema with my aunts and uncle. They love the movies, and it's always wonderful spending time with them. Sadly, we lost my aunt, my one aunt 2 weeks ago, and I'll always cherish memories made at the cinema. Hashtag Expresso New Metro. That is so sad, but to have those memories and to hold on to that from that new Metro experience is amazing.
Sending you all our condolences and love. So sorry. We now got one from Prabhashni Subramani, who commented, my favorite new Metro memory is before going into the movie, I make sure I take selfies with all the amazing movie deco boards. The Avengers 4DX movie was my first 4DX experience. What a way to kick it off. I loved and enjoyed every minute of it. Felt so real.
Did it happen if you didn't take a selfie with those boards?
Obviously not.
Absolutely. And then, yeah, it's just amazing to see all these memories coming through, flooding our timeline. But of course, remember, you too can be a hero by wearing your mask. Now, New Metro cinemas are open 7 days a week with all the required COVID-19 precautions in place to make sure that you are kept safe. And of course, you can now book tickets for Wonder Woman 1984 at newmetro.co.za or call the number on screen right now. It's 0861 246 362.
We'll see you
at the movies.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Mango Airlines, where they strive to meet every unique need of their customers by tailoring each interaction to suit their needs. While we prepare for takeoff into the holiday season, Mango would like to thank you for your most valued support and loyalty during this new normal. Now, fasten your seatbelts. Take note of your safety card, which can be found in the seat pocket in front of you, and take this time to enjoy your festive moments responsibly with your most loved ones and families. The exits into the new year are this way and that way. May 2021 be a prosperous, healthy, and safe one for all. Go discover more. Go Mango. Terms and conditions apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still locked in at your feel-good breakfast show, and now some may be dreaming of a white Christmas, but there's nothing like being able to jump in the pool while the braai is sizzling on Christmas Day. Yep. Now, a summer Christmas in Africa is exactly what summer winner, SA singer and songwriter Sean Jacobs is celebrating with his holiday-themed album, All My Christmases. And guess what? He's joining us all the way from LA via video call to share more about it. Greetings, brother, all the way from sunny Cape Town to you out there. How you doing, man?
I'm great. Thank you for having me. How's it going in South Africa? I miss it.
Oh, man, it's so good having you in the studio. But first, tell me about your musical journey and how being a music producer as well as an engineer really lends itself to being able to create the sound that you want.
Absolutely, you did right. I was fortunate. I grew up in a family where my brother was a music producer in South Africa. And so as I started writing songs, he started teaching me production and engineering. And initially I always thought, man, I wish I could get someone else to do this for me. But it's ended up being the most incredible tool for me to be able to hear a sound, create it, make it, you know, wherever my creative mind could go, I had the technical skills to be able to do it as well. So I enjoy that part as much as I enjoy being an artist now, which has been amazing.
So this allowed you to win that 2014 Summer for Adult Contemporary Album of the Year, which was for your album Love Can. So is this something that is kind of like a milestone that gives you the validation to be like, yeah, man, I worked hard? Or does it kind of just keep you motivated to keep producing more and more of these hits?
It's an incredible honor and absolute. It's a validation for me, but it's also done great things for my career because it's something on paper that anyone else can see. It's something on my CV. You have an award to your name that means something around the world. It's incredible.
It definitely does, and it means a lot to us as well out here in SA too. So listen, man, you've made what could be considered one of the biggest moves an artist can make, and you're also now creating your music all the way from LA. So what is it that prompted this move, and how long have you kind of been there for?
I think, look, obviously, an incredible opportunity to come to LA. You know, I had this opportunity sort of almost as I was starting out in South Africa. I already had a connection in LA. And so there was always this, well, maybe that could happen. And then things did actually fall into place and I was able to do it. And I had an opportunity and I took the move. It wasn't easy to start with because you start from ground zero again. And in LA, it's almost hard to find the ladder to climb, never mind climbing the ladder. Just to find the ladder it takes a while and a lot of hard work, and it's a city where if you're going to make it you have to work unbelievably hard. It's been great to sort of, you know, start making my way here.
We're at the end of the year and an eventful year it's been, and look at you releasing your holiday album and it's themed All My Christmases. Man, I've got to firstly say congratulations, of course, producing something during this current pandemic, and it can be nothing but a challenge, I can imagine. But why was it the time of the year that you decided, man, I got to bring this out, this is something special?
Yeah, it's funny. You know, when I was in South Africa, I'd never had much of a handle on Christmas music. When I came to America, I realized what a big deal and actually how special it is, what a heritage it is. And, you know, the first work that I got in America was creating music for Christmas shows, which I did 2 of. And as I did that, I started getting quite a fondness for the whole thing of the Christmas music and the Christmas experience here. And so when I was asked, hey, do you want to, you know, put a Christmas EP together? It's something I never thought I would do.
Yeah.
But it was great to do. Christmas is very special for me, you know, with my roots and with my family. It's a time of great bonding with the family. And that's just what I tried to sort of put into the album, that feeling of memories and togetherness, and just try to sow some of those seeds into the collection of songs.
Yeah, well, look, let's dive a little bit deeper. So you've got a single, Christmas in Africa. So why did you decide to show this side of you off to the world, especially during the holidays?
Yeah, it was great, you know, like you know, being here, you hear all the songs about a white Christmas and, you know, all the memories that Christmas is here. And you see it on the movies in South Africa. You grow up knowing about it. But when they asked me to do a Christmas album, I was like, well, like, this is my chance to show the world what a Christmas in South Africa is like, where we go to the beaches and just the whole summer festive vibe and just what a Southern Hemisphere Christmas is about. And so I sort of put the song together almost tongue-in-cheek and made it super African. And I was like, oh my word, let's see what the management and everyone thinks of this. I bet you they'll be like, what is that? That's not Christmas. But they absolutely loved it. They're like, that's exactly what they want to hear. Like, you know, it's me. You can hear my story in that. And I hope I speak for everyone in South Africa where it's something they can identify with and be like, yeah, that's Christmas, you know, sun, prize, beach, you know.
Yeah, man, look, I think you definitely already made me a little bit nostalgic about all my Christmases. So I think a lot of South Africans are going to relate. And the fact that you're a South African at heart, I think it just adds to that weight as well. So we're definitely looking forward to that. And I got to ask you, I mean, from what has been such a challenging year and from what you've already achieved, what does 2021 have in store for you, man?
Oh, I'm excited about 2021. There's a lot of graft that I've put in through 2020 and setting up what's coming in 2021. So I have my own album that's coming out, and I've got a couple other projects that I'm working on that I'm really excited about. So, obviously no one knows what's going to happen with the pandemic, but all that we can do is keep grafting, and I'm excited about what's coming. There's good stuff coming up.
Oh, look, Sean, it's been so good chatting in the studio, and I got to thank you, man, for sharing the love and putting some smiles on South Africa's face and the rest of the world too, with all the beauty that you are producing, man. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hello to everyone there. I miss you all.
All right, well, there you have it, guys. And to celebrate what makes Christmas special with Sean Jacobs on his latest EP, All My Christmases, and that's available on all leading music streaming platforms. Go check it out.
I love it, man. Finally, something that's apt. It's a Christmas in Africa. He's infused the spirit of Africa into the single, and this is evidence in the music video for Sean Jacobs' track, Christmas in Africa. Enjoy.
So let me tell you what a summer Christmas is all about. We go down and hit the beaches, the sun is up for the season. Oh, I'm talking Christmas in Africa now. I'm talking Christmas in Africa Seen Christmas in LA, city of show. Seen Denver and Jersey, Milwaukee, Lake Tahoe. So beautiful, but nobody does Christmas like home. Nobody does Christmas like home. No. Nobody does Christmas like home. Nobody does Christmas like home. We go down and hit the beaches, the sun is up for the season. Oh, I'm talking Christmas in Africa now. Christmas in Africa now. Let me live in the north now, but I was born in the south. So let me tell you what a summer Christmas is all about. We go down and hit the beaches, the sun is up for the season. Oh, I'm talking Christmas in Africa now. I'm talking Christmas in Africa now. Nobody does Christmas like home. Nobody does Christmas like home. Wherever you may come from, wherever you may go, nobody does Christmas like home. Wherever you may come from, wherever you may go, nobody does Christmas like home.
I love it. Nobody does Christmas. It has like a nice jingle to it.
It's better than my Rooibos song. It really is. Absolutely beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And it is a Christmas in Africa. Beautiful. It's like a Maskande vibe behind it. Beautiful guitar riff. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Sean Jacobs, for that exclusive. We're going to connect with you on the social media airwaves in just a moment. Don't stray.
Here's to you, can't work from home workers. Bo Terminator, cause every meeting I'll be back. The mask forgetting shoppers. Hi. And you, who go the extra mile instead of keeping just 1.5 meters. To you who opened your doors again, we take our hats off. Nina, who kept us moving, 100%. And of course, there no Mayini general dealers. You might not be essential workers, Mara, you too played an essential role in keeping Mzansi working. And that's why we're giving you a chance to win your share of 5 million rand. Join Nedbank today.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back.
Why are you laughing?
Because you're funny today. Okay, I don't know.
Do you feel like making someone 500 Rand richer?
I do.
Let's do that right now because you guys have been engaging with us. We've seen some amazing Woolies products on the beauty side as well, which I kind of feel like we kind of, as guys, we don't get to fully breathe in the beauty space. But you, obviously, along with Knox, have been exploring some of the amazing beauty products that are available at Woolies. And of course, we have one very lucky person to award a 500 Rand Woolies voucher. I know we do it all the time. I'm going to ask for a drum roll, please. Can I get a drum roll? Are we allowed a drum roll? Never disappoints me. Thank you, Greg, for that one. This 500 Rand Woolies voucher goes to Judy Reddy. Yay!
And it's going to change your whole life because you honestly just want anything from W Beauty products to put in your Christmas stocking this year.
Yeah, it goes beyond just being a stocking filler. And we put it to you guys, if you could take home any of these amazing products, what would they be? And you have shared some really cool comments. Half of it, I have no idea what you're talking about, but it's a good education for me. So Unati Wendy Boy saying, W Beauty 9 palette Sunset Days eyeshadow. Hashtag Woolies Christmas.
That is beautiful.
It was a nice one, yeah?
Got it. And then Gugu says, I would like the W Beauty Honey Long Wear, and then also the foundation and the waterproof mascara. Girl, it's going to change your entire life.
And then Kalipa saying the basics. Foundation and concealer with a fabulous red lipstick.
You can never go wrong, girl.
With a fabulous red lipstick. Congratulations to all of you, and once again to Judy Reddy for winning that 500 Rand voucher. So, of course, if you'd like to put yourself in the running to win that 500 Rand voucher, what you got to do is go onto our Expresso Facebook or our Twitter pages. You will find a competition post pinned to the page, and you've got to tell us what beauty products do you want in your Christmas stocking this year. But please remember to include that hashtag Woolies Christmas, and the competition closes at the end of the show, 9 a.m. this morning. But you can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com.
Competitions, festive, gifts, you know what it is. It's that time of the year. We all know December can be the silly season. So before everybody enters full holiday mode, we thought we'd give you a few reminders when it comes to handling your phones, your wallets, and of course, your hard-earned cash.
That's absolutely right. Whilst you might be on holiday, the scammers are busy working overtime, okay? So as a reminder, your bank will never call you, SMS you, email you, and ask you for any private information like your card number or PIN number. Under no circumstances should you share this information. If you feel you are being scammed, then simply put the phone down or delete the email. Just rather be safe than sorry.
Yeah, definitely indeed. And if you're in a situation where you lose your bank card perhaps, then don't panic, because you can block your card immediately on the banking app. So an example would be on the Nedbank Money app, you can block your card in a matter of seconds. And if you happen to find your card again, you can simply unblock it. Easy as that. So if it's permanently lost or stolen, you can contact your bank and request a new one through the app too. How cool is that?
So cool, and it's just made so easy and convenient for us. With COVID still on the rise, please minimize leaving the house. So use your banking app to buy airtime, data, or electricity, or to even make payments and transfers. You can bank comfortably from the comfort of your own home, okay?
Yeah, I think it's so important for us right now. And you know, I've noticed this, and I actually had a friend that unfortunately fell for one of these scams. Worked so hard this year, saving up, and he felt like he wanted to just help someone. And he didn't unfortunately have an app like this or any other application that could assist him in protecting his money.
Yeah.
And he literally lost it all.
Wait, was this via those spam emails?
Yep, that's the one.
The ones that always request for imali because they're in dire need, their health, etc. They usually approach you with sob stories. There's that as well, and I know that we all have a spirit of Bundu humanity, and we want to reach out and help because it's the year 2020. So please be safe out there. Have a wonderful festive season. Have wonderful holiday, and be safe and protect your cash. Okay.
Yes, you worked hard, people.
Well, it is almost the top of the hour, so time now to get back into our national news first. Picking up on a story that we broke a few days ago, Solidarity Fund chairperson Gloria Serobe yesterday said that South Africa had finally made a down payment of 327 million rand to the World Health Organization's COVAX facility. So South Africa had missed the initial deadline to make that payment last week due to an administrative problem. The COVAX facility, which with 190 countries signed on, is supposed to facilitate the equitable distribution of the COVID-19 drug, and the deposit is meant to secure vaccines for at least 10% of our population. The rollout of the vaccine is expected in the first half of next year. Staying in South Africa, the Minister of Cooperative Governance and Traditional Affairs, Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, yesterday issued a statement to clear up some widespread confusion regarding curfew hours. Dlamini Zuma said only 3 locations in South Africa, being the Nelson Mandela Bay, the Garden Route and the Sarabartman district, are operating under a 10 o'clock in the evening curfew. Venues are told to close at 9 so patrons can get home before the restrictions kick in. However, everywhere else in South Africa is only under curfew from 11 in the evening. All regions see the restrictions lifted at 4 a.m. that following morning. On the international front, scientists have discovered what they say is the oldest tropical reef fish recorded anywhere in the world, an 81-year-old midnight snapper caught off the coast of Western Australia. The Octonagarian fish was found by the Australian Institute of Marine Science at the Rowley Shoals. 10 other fish over the age of 60, including a 79-year-old red bass, were also caught. Marine scientists determine the age of a fish by dissecting its ear bones, which contain annual growth bands that can be counted in a similar way to counting a tree's rings. Then the African Migration Observatory, a study platform launched by the African Union to improve migration governance on the continent, has now been inaugurated in the Moroccan capital of Rabat. The observatory's mission will be to collect, analyze and exchange data across an interconnected system linking African countries to improve migration policies. Migration in Africa is essentially intra-African, with 80% of migrants from African countries remaining on the continent. South Africa topped the list with 3.1 million arrivals, followed by the Ivory Coast with 2.1 and Nigeria with 1.9 million. And now a snippet of news from the world of entertainment. World-famous American singer Ariana Grande has revealed that she is engaged to her real estate agent boyfriend Dalton Gomez. The star posted several pictures on her Instagram page showing a pearl and diamond ring on her left hand. 27-year-old Grande has been dating Gomez, also in his 20s, for just under a year. The couple are currently living at Grande's Los Angeles home, heeding California's stay-at-home orders. And a source has said that they couldn't be happier. Both sets of parents are thrilled to bits as well. In late October, Grande released her 6th album, Positions, which rocketed to the top of both the UK and US charts. The singer was previously engaged to US comedian and actor Pete Davidson, but they called off their high-profile relationship some 2 years ago. In February this year, she was spotted by the press kissing her new love interest, Gomez, at a restaurant in LA. Then in May, they made their first public appearance together as a couple in the lockdown music video of Grande and Justin Bieber's collaboration, Stuck With You. We certainly wish them well in these crazy times. That's where we leave our news for this hour. Let's get back into our sporting headlines. Well, we start with the match that didn't happen over the weekend. The Currie Cup match between log leaders, the Bulls and the Lions, scheduled for this Saturday, the 26th of December, has been postponed to Wednesday, the 6th of January, 2021, due to COVID-19 cases in that Bulls team. The match between the Bulls and the Pumas, scheduled for the 8th of January, will now take place 2 days later on the 10th of January at the Mbombela Stadium. Then on to cricketing news on the international front. South African cricketing legend Jacques Kallis has joined England as their batting consultant for their upcoming tour of Sri Lanka. The 45-year-old former cricketer has coached the Kolkata Knight Riders in the Indian Premier League, previously assisted in the Proteas camp. England will play 2 test matches in Sri Lanka starting on the 14th and then on the 22nd of January before touring India, and we certainly wish him well in his new endeavour. Then on to football. Finally, Monday night footy saw Chelsea beat West Ham United 3-0 at Stamford Bridge in the English Premier League. Thiago Silva opening the scoring as early as the 10th minute before Tammy Abraham was on fire, adding 2 more in the space of just 2 minutes in the second half to secure a much-needed win for the Blues at this stage of the season. Then in the earlier encounter in the evening, Burnley moved out of the bottom 3 after beating Wolves 2-1. You'll have to wait until the weekend for that Premier League action to continue. That's where we leave our sport for this hour as well. Let's take another look at some of your beautiful sunrise pictures.
Now, as we do every single morning, we ask you to send in your sunrise pictures so that we can show you how some of the beautiful parts of our country are. Nancy Governor sent her sunrise photo from Umkomaas in KwaZulu-Natal. Just take a look at that. Now, you can expect a strong thunderstorm in the afternoon, reaching a maximum of 27 degrees. Shaheen Peterson took a stroll in Pringle Bay. Now, you can expect a pleasant and warm day with a maximum of 27 degrees. Thank you so much for your stunning sunrise pictures. Now, you too at home can contribute to our weather report by posting your sunrise photos on Expresso's Facebook page, and we'll show them live on the show. The General Manager of the Working on Fire program in the Western Cape, Melanie Duty-Serti, has appealed to people to ensure they refrain from engaging in activities that may cause fires, especially in the current hot and windy conditions. This, as numerous resources had to be dispatched and to assist in battling massive flames fueled by gale force winds that ranged in most parts of the province over the weekend. One was reported in the Southern Cape, while the rest were in the western region of the province. Duty-Serti said it was an extremely busy weekend. Their aerial resources, the spotters, Huey choppers and bombers played huge roles in the eventual containment of the fires. She also wishes to commend the firefighters for the good work that they are doing in protecting the environment and saving lives. Working on fires, resources remain on high alert as hot and windy weather conditions continue in many parts of the Cape Province. Now we get into the temperatures, starting off at Polokwane, 25% chance of rain forecast for the day. Bombela, it's a sunny day for you, reaching a maximum of 31 with 43% chance of thunder showers. Pretoria, 18-27, some thunder showers forecast for today. Johannesburg, your temperatures range from 16 to 26, but be on the lookout for some showers as well. Mahikeng, the thunderstorms continue in your part of the country at 44% is forecast with a low of 19, reaching a high of 28. Klerksdorp, you start off the day with a minimum temperature of 20, reaching a maximum of 30 degrees. Kimberley, 58% chance of rain, 16-25. Bloemfontein, 14-23 with 66% chance of thunder showers. Richards Bay, 25-32, also rain forecast in your part of the country. Pietermaritzburg, 21-27, you're also experiencing some summer rain this Tuesday. South Africa's Playground, Durban, 23-27. Mthatha, 17-21 with 89% chance of rain forecast. East London, 20-23 with 81% chance of thunder showers. Craddock, 15-24 with 90% chance of rain forecast for the day, and also the rain continues in Port Elizabeth with 66% chance of rain. So far, it seems like the major parts of the country are going to be experiencing some heavy thunder showers. Cape Town takes a break with 17-27 as the maximum, and Worcester starts the day off with 17, reaching a high of 35 degrees. Sutherland, 10-29, and Uppington, 16-29. We'll have another look at your stunning sunrise pictures and the weather forecast shortly after the top of the hour. But for now, whichever part of the country you're in, whatever the weather, make sure to have yourselves a feel-good kind of day.
Well, we are about to bring the heat in studio because R&B singer, songwriter and entertainment personality Chad Saaiman has told us so much about his latest single, Wrong Again, that we can hardly wait for the performance. Now, this personal song that has a smooth and an urban vibe was produced by Chad's longtime collaborator, Howard Edward. It features Chad's trademark melodies and emotive lyrical content. Here is Chad Saaiman with Wrong Again. Take it away, my friend.
wish I had a letter so you can understand me better. See you make your point like Roger Federer, and you knock me down like Mayweather. And you cry, you cry, you cry. I think I need an umbrella. You know you're my Cinderella. After 12 we go a cappella, yeah. In the middle of the night I wake up wanna talk to you, but you're giving me the blind side. I just wanna speak the truth. I know it's good. No, I'm not perfect with loving you. Swear I'll get near it. I don't wanna fight. I'm saying that I'm right, but maybe I just might be right or wrong again. I don't wanna fight. I'm saying that I'm right, but maybe I just might be right or wrong again. I wish I had a potion so I could put my message into motion. My point to drop in the ocean, but tell me, can I walk with no shame? I die, I die, I die. I think I need some hemoglobin. I activate my serotonin. Then you hear me like Beethoven. In the middle of the night, I wake up, wanna talk to you, but you're giving me the blind side. I just wanna speak the truth. I know it's good, and no, I'm not perfect with loving you. I swear I'll get near it. I don't wanna fight. I'm saying that I'm right, but maybe I just might be right or wrong again. I don't wanna fight. I'm saying that I'm right, but maybe I just might be right or wrong again. Said I don't wanna fight. I'm saying that I'm right, but maybe I or wrong again. I'm saying that I'm right, but maybe I or wrong again. I don't wanna fight. I'm saying that I'm right, but maybe said I don't wanna fight. I'm saying that I'm right, but maybe I just might be right or wrong again.
Hurry, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
You're still locked into the magic. It's Tuesday and you're here with your feel-good breakfast show. And we're doing something special. And Chad Saaiman is here to spend the morning with us and you, of course, at home. So we decided to have some fun. Yeah, a little bit of fun this morning by playing one of our favorite games. And it's called Music Match. And this time I'm so grateful that I'm on this side and not that side singing because I personally failed last time. But this time around we themed it to the top performing songs for 2021. So here's how it works. We'll give you each a title of a song and you need to sing sing the song, and the person that manages to sing all their songs wins. Simple as that.
Wow.
You got it, Chad Saaiman. So
Yeah,
you got
no, I
one
got it.
word. Jamie Lee goes next. She has one word, and we're going to put you off against each other to see who can claim the title.
Can I say it's unfair that he's like a DJ on a radio station. I don't know any songs. I know Baba Black Sheep, and I'm busy doing toddler stuff.
So, Jamie, that's not going to work with Chad and I because we know you were a singer back in the day. We know you were a dancer. You know you're into the entertainment industry, and you were a presenter.
Multifaceted entertainment.
She wasn't made for this, so Chad, she got no excuse.
What Wikipedia are you guys reading?
Okay. So, Chad, my man, it's normally ladies first, but seeing that you're the guest of honor, I'm going to go and break the rules a little bit.
Okay.
And you've got about 5 seconds limit to figure out the song, and you've got to start singing, all right? So, your words are, and you need to include the lyrics, right? Okay? So the words are, say so.
Didn't notice why don't you say so?
All right, you almost didn't make it there. I need some words, but you got it in the end. We're going to give it a Chad. That's 1 point for Chad, all right? Jamie Lee Domberg, this is going to be a tricky one indeed. I don't even know what song this is, to be honest. So your words are watermelon sugar in 5.
Watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar. You guys don't know that version.
Look, you know, okay, I had a hard time in this chair. This is a hard game, especially going up against a legend like you. So if I can dance to it, it's going to be considered a song. And you know I can't dance, so that's going to be the bar, right? So I'm going to give that one to Jamie. We're 1-1 now. Next up on the list, Chad Saaiman, sing me something with the word Zol.
Zol. Yeah.
3.
Zol.
I almost danced. I had a little bit of shake, but
no.
I loved it.
No, I think I was in the music more than the...
You were feeling that one there, all right. So we got a 1-1 still. Chad lost that. You can catch up here. You can take the lead, Jamie. You ready for this? Right. So your words are savage love.
Savage love, can somebody break your heart?
Hey.
TikTok. I got you.
Yeah, okay.
What's happening here, man? You're falling behind. It's 2-1 at the moment, all right?
Yeah.
So your words are Tootsie or Tootsie slide? Tootsie slide.
Yeah. Left foot forward, right foot slide.
I need words. If this game was about tunes, you would have nailed it.
No.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm down.
All right, Jamie Lee Domberg, it's still 2-1. All right, you got a chance to break away here. Your words are Roxanne.
Roxanne. All she wanna do is party all night. Roxanne.
Oh, yeah, Jamie Lee.
No, 3-1. No.
You liar.
No,
you got this. You got this.
No.
3-1.
Yeah.
Chad Saaiman, you got to step it up now, my friend. This should be an easy one for you, all right? Your words are memories.
Memories of... Yes to the ones that we got. Yes to the ones that we love. They bring back all the memories.
Yes, man. Oh, you just came through with that. Clutched it. All right, I'm gonna give you a point. So, Jamie, it's 2-3. Last chance here.
Okay.
What I'm gonna do is change it up again. If you don't get this, okay, it's just make or break.
Wow.
If you don't get this, you minus 2 points and you go into the loss. Chad's the winner. If you get this, we've got our new queen in the studio.
You
ready?
You get to come back.
All right. So your words are blinding lights. 5.
Blinding. Oh yeah, blinding light. It's a church song.
You know what? I'm actually so impressed. I'm so proud of you. I have to say the winner of today is going to be Jamie Lee Domberg. Oh, Chad, man. Thank you so much for playing with us, man. I think we worked ourselves up an appetite. So let's go make something in the kitchen, and you can get prepared for another tune later.
Thank you.
Let's fill these bellies.
Spectacular, spectacular. Let's get back in the kitchen. Maybe we're going to turn it up, actually. Let's turn it up in the kitchen. This morning we are making one of the most essential side dishes for your festive table, the fried potato. Yes, not all fried potatoes are created equal, and Chef Clem really knows his stuff. You might call them fried potatoes, but we call them slices of perfection, or wedges of perfection, maybe. Chef Clem, exciting times, man.
I feel
Carbs have returned for the festive season.
They have.
And this makes us very excited. The fried potato, this is not a roast potato?
No, it's not done in the oven.
Potato chip? No?
No, it's done in oil. And I feel like, you know, might be like, what else are we doing? I'm going to make something with it a little later, but this is so important. It's going to be the one recipe I do now.
It's got to be perfect, baby.
It has to be perfect.
No pressure, but it's got to be perfecto.
If you want to have a festive season, and you want to enjoy it,
100%,
you're going to have to get these right.
And you have them hot first for the first round, the iteration, and then it's got to be the day after cold for me.
Okay, I've got a recipe for the day after.
Ready?
Yeah, and I'm going to show you about
day
that.
while you're watching the cricket, and you've got to do it.
Okay.
All right, so let's create perfection, my friend.
It starts with the potato.
It should.
Okay, so I'm using the Woolies everyday potato. What I like about Woolies is, I don't know, do you remember the day when you walked into the store and you just buy a potato and that's the potato?
Yeah.
They've got so many varieties of potato now. It is absolutely amazing. And I mean, it sounds funny, but as a foodie person, the fact that you can walk into Woolies and go like, today I'm going to have a Sifra, tomorrow an Apache, and then a Nicola potato.
I quite like the sound of an Apache potato.
An Apache potato. If you haven't had it, it's got a beautiful little pink skin on it. It's so good. It's so delicious.
And of course, they have different textures. They have different flavor profiles.
Absolutely.
You can have a little bit of fun with the humble potato. But now we are doing the most humble of the everyday potato.
And I think this is Mondial.
Hey?
Mondial. It's a Mondial. It's a waxy potato. Normally when you do...
what does that mean?
Okay, so inside the potato, there's different textures. Like you said, a fluffy or... You know? So the Apache is a very fluffy potato. The inside almost turns... It actually does turn to like mashed potatoes inside when you cook it.
Wow,
It's got a very thick skin. The Mondial is a little more waxier, but it still works for this recipe because we're going to cook our potato 3 times.
Wow.
So we're going to get that fluffy texture on the inside. So when you buy your potatoes at Woolies, just look at the variety potato and look at what it actually is. And it actually tells you boiling and solids. Okay. So I'm kind of cheating today. I'm going to use a waxy potato for this, but it's still going to work.
Cool.
So what I do is, you can take the skins off.
Okay.
We posted the video on Woolworth's Instagram, the full tutorial. So if you're looking for that, go and check it out there.
Maybe do it now while we're doing this.
No, do it afterwards. Do it afterwards.
Do it at the same time.
Ad break. So someone asked, can they leave the skins of the potato? 100%. You can.
Okay.
So what I did was I just took it off just to make it look more traditional.
Sure.
Then it goes into a pot of... We throw our spoons on the floor.
Man. It's crazy, man.
It's gone.
It's crazy in this kitchen.
So what we did, we got over here a pot.
Now you got to use your hand. Now you just got to reach
I'm just going to use my hand, get it in the... Can you see? No, I'm not going to do that. Okay. The first important thing is when you cook potatoes, you always start with cold water.
Okay.
Not warm water.
Really?
Anything that grows underground that you're going to boil, you start from cold.
Wow.
Give me an example of something that grows underground.
A carrot.
Carrots. When you boil them from cold.
Okay.
Beetroots, sweet potato, always start from cold. The reason for that is it's quite a dense vegetable. If you're going to start cooking in hot water, the outside's going to cook before the inside does. And the outside's going to be done, and the inside's not going to be done, and they're going to have a horrible festive season.
Yeah, it's going to be ruined. That's not perfection. Cool.
And quite a bit of salt. What do potatoes taste like?
Nothing.
Nothing. You want to bring out the flavor, you got to use salt. Okay. Then you're going to cook it until a fork goes through, not a knife, because a knife will go through easily through anything.
Okay.
A fork. Goes in easily, comes out, you take it out, and then you pop it in the fridge to cool down completely.
Wow.
Then what you do is you heat your oil up. And when you heat your oil up now, is you're not heating it up to fry yet. You want to create a seal on the outside of your potatoes.
Okay.
So it's going to be at about 150 degrees Celsius. How do you test that? Put a chopstick in there, and it should have tiny, tiny bubbles. It shouldn't be like brrr, tiny bubbles. You should have done the note for note.
Yeah.
You were amazing, by the way. You got all of them right.
Morning, man.
Okay.
I heard my Rooibos song earlier.
Oh, no.
Amazing.
Okay, I'm going to check it out. This is what your potatoes should look like after the first fry. A little bit of color, maybe, but it's not that deep brown.
All right.
Okay? So now I've heated up my oil for a second.
It's like the beginning of summer. They haven't quite got a tan yet. They've just been out, but they've been wearing sunscreen.
So for your first fry, what you're looking for is a young Graham.
More me.
Okay, and then you're going to heat your oil up, and what you're going to end up with is a young Clem.
Is a Chef Clem. Okay,
I like how we just did that. Okay,
yeah.
So oil heated up, and now you're going to put your chopstick in, or like take a piece of potato and put it in.
Okay.
If the bubbles start really cooking,
you want a bit of bubble. It's 150 odd. Okay, or you can use a thermometer if you have.
Or you can use a thermometer.
Cool.
The reason So what happens now is you can actually make it like this the day before Christmas. Let it cool down in the fridge. Then, when you're ready for it, on Christmas Day, you're not going to spend forever in the kitchen, you pop it into your oil.
Just to give it the golden deliciousness.
Just before your guests sit down, and you give it that beautiful color.
Now it's popping.
Now it's popping. So the reason we cook it 3 times, right? The first time is to make it super tender and fluffy.
To boil it.
Yeah.
Then
the
you fry
second time
once.
To create a crust on the outside and remove the excess moisture.
Okay.
The third time is to take that crust now and make it seriously crunchy. Okay, so let's just get the rest of these in. And you'll see it doesn't take too long to actually get nice and brown. You see, we've just popped it in. It's already started changing color.
Wow.
It's quick. Okay, so potatoes, as soon as they come out of the oil, I'm going to borrow this one over here, taking it away.
Okay, we've got 20 seconds. Can I make a dressing?
Very, very quickly. Instead of, okay, malt vinegar goes on. That's super acid. Garlic powder and salt. And that's all you need to make the most amazing.
Man.
And use malt vinegar. It's really good.
Yeah.
Garlic powder?
It's slightly earthier. It's not quite as like... it's got a nice, deep, strong flavor profile. Salt bay it, and look at that. Spectacular. Now, doesn't your roast chicken, your roast leg of lamb, your gammon need that?
Absolutely.
It does, Chef Clem. Doesn't your Boxing Day need that cold the following day? Yes, it does. You can find this recipe on woolworths.co.za. You can go check out their Instagram page for a full tutorial. I understand why we need a tutorial now, because this was a process, but it takes a little something to get to perfection. Well done, man. Hey? Wow.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso, here on SABC3. It's about that time of the morning where we wish you a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, have a happy birthday. Happy birthday, a very happy birthday to you.
Dum, dum, dum. This is literally our favorite song on the show. It's so vibey. It's so vibey. Joining me right now in celebrating your birthdays is the talented Chad Saaiman, everybody. Woo, woo, woo!
Good
Chad.
morning. Good morning. Yeah.
We are here to celebrate our loved and loyal viewers, but also to wish some of our favorite stars a very happy birthday. Did you know that today is retired footballer Teko Modiso's birthday?
Oh my word, man. Teko, the navigator. Happy birthday, Teko. Happy birthday, Teko.
He only turns 38 years old.
Wow, what a boss. And he retired last year, and he's, I mean, what a boss, man.
He's honestly such a boss. Now, Teko is widely considered as one of South Africa's most technically gifted midfielders. He has played for multiple clubs in the PSL. He may have retired from the game, but he's still passionate about it. So happy birthday. And as you can see from Chad himself, he is still loved by many South Africans right now. But now it's time to get down to the real celebrities, and that's you, our loved and loyal viewers, right, Chad?
So I heard we have 3 incredibly special people who are celebrating their birthdays today. We want to say a happy birthday to Leander Marie, Kaywin, and Soda.
Imagine! imagine Chad Saaiman wishing you a happy birthday on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Can you make it like a little bit special for them and like sing a young happy birthday tune?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Expresso viewers. Happy birthday to you.
When I tell you that I feel like today is my birthday because of that, well, do not blame me, okay? Thank you so much.
My
Chad
pleasure.
Saaiman is still around, keeping it locked here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. But if you would like to enjoy your birthday, send us your 15-second videos on WhatsApp to 071-640-6551 so you can wish your loved ones or even yourself a very happy birthday live on the show.
Do it again. Do the no look. Do the no look. Do it. Boom, that just happened.
So what if I missed the ball though? I wasn't sure where the ball
no, you
was.
did very well there, man. So this has been like a test of my willpower not chowing these potatoes that are sitting right in front of me, perfectly salted, perfectly dressed, absolutely amazing fried potatoes that we made a little bit earlier. So now let's fast forward, okay, because you made far too many because you got so excited at this amazing process. Now you're starting the following day. It's Boxing Day, the cricket's about to come on, you want to chill, you want a good breakfast, fortify yourself. Did you know that you could turn this humble potato into a frittata, just add some shallots maybe, and we're going to create the perfect breakfast.
We are.
I suppose you don't have to have it for breakfast. You can have it whenever you want.
You can absolutely have it whenever you want, but I really like this for breakfast because by now, I mean, on Boxing Day, you probably got a whole lot of leftover meats, the potatoes, and the good thing about a frittata, it literally, you can add anything to it.
Some gammon?
Some gammon, some roast beef, some leg of lamb that's left over, some roast veggies can go in there, whatever you've got left over from the day. So I've got some onions in there, or well, shallots, but you can use whatever, and you can use spring onion, you can use leeks as well. Spring onion might work better because when you use shallots or onions or leeks, you have to cook them down. Spring onions, you don't have to.
Okay.
And especially because it's the day after Christmas. You don't want to be in the kitchen like forever.
For sure.
No, never. So a little bit of salt went into the shallots, a little bit of salt goes into the eggs. And what we're going to do now is just give it a good whisk. Then, cold potatoes, I want to bring them back to life. They're not cold, they're still warm. But imagine they are cold now, and they've come out the fridge. There's enough oil or fat on the outside of these that I don't need to add extra oil. There's enough in there.
Cool.
All I'm going to do is then add it to the pan, and it's going to re-crisp.
Ooh.
And it works so well. This is actually a proper like Spanish traditional recipe, frittatas, and they use potatoes. And I understand why. There's the texture thing between the potatoes and the onions. It's so delicious. Don't burn.
For sure. And with the egg, it's going to be a beautiful crunch.
Absolutely.
Like a nice sounding board for the
get this heat back on there. And all you're going to do, and it's so simple.
And you don't have to do this on like 50 mini pans. You could do it on one big
I want it to be like cool and make a little individual frittata. Okay.
No, I appreciate it, man.
So your egg goes in. And it's so...
Now, this is the thing. How much egg to... Okay, so you've got quite a bit... It's quite thick, eh? It's got quite a thick width.
So another great thing about this is I'm doing the individual one. But if you've got, I mean, your whole family and it's 4 of you at home, you can use a big pan and like completely cover all the potatoes, like the onions, whatever you've got, and you pour in your egg, and you can literally do a family-sized one. And you can, also, frittatas like quiche, best at room temperature. So don't stress about it. You can make it earlier, and then when it's lunchtime, pop it in the oven quickly to get a little.
And as people wake up, you know, and everyone's staggering their wake up, and they greet the day because there's no alarm clock because you're on holiday. When they walk in, they're like, "What's that smell?" And you're like,
"What's that smell?"
Here we go. There's a frittata.
So as you can see, it started to set around the sides. This is a trick that I use to get extra texture in it. I start just pulling it away.
Okay.
And then letting the runny egg fill the space. Then you get these like layers of egg. Okay. And it almost, it looks like, you keep on doing it, it looks like a rose in the end. Which is so, like, it's
pretty,
It's pretty. We do pretty food. And you can see that. And then, like I said, a few more minutes.
And what sort of a temperature are you rocking there?
This is a medium heat. If you're
not too high, presumably. Yeah.
It's a medium heat. And the more you do this, you can see I'm getting those layers now.
That looks beautiful, yeah.
And you keep on going. It's the most beautiful frittata. Look at that. It's coming together so nicely. The potatoes absorb a little bit of that egg and the onion flavor. They come back to life. They go crispy. They go delicious. And that is the perfect way to heat up a frittata. heat up your leftover potato. If you have an air fryer, and you know we are team air fryer on this show.
Yeah, for sure.
Air fryers are the most amazing kitchen appliances.
Could you do this all in an air fryer? Just...
Well, yes, you could. You wouldn't get the same color on it, but you would. But what's really great is if you have these extremely cold the next morning, pop it in the air fryer, the crust gets even more intense.
Yeah, so that would have been like the 5th time that we've cooked these potatoes.
You know what? Cook it as many times as you like.
As you can, really.
But what do you think about this frittata?
It looks gorgeous, man.
And you see
I'm going to call it
was?
a frittata rose because you've given it such a beautiful look and feel. I mean, that's how you want to start, because obviously after Christmas Day, you're going to have stretched your stomach because you've eaten so much, so you're going to need to start the day with a hearty meal.
Absolutely.
Something beautiful, and I love the fact that we've taken something that has a particular flavor profile and we've kind of flipped it on its head completely, created a beautiful breakfast. I mean, as I said, you don't have to have this for breakfast. You can have it for...
any time of the day.
Yeah, whenever
Absolutely.
you want, whenever you wake up, basically.
Exactly. So, we spoke about the malt vinegar, which is absolutely amazing. It's a little more caramelized than normal vinegar.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's just got a bit more depth to the flavor. It's not just all acid.
It's not just all acid. And then, like I said, the little bit of garlic salt just amplifies the potato so much. And that's amazing. And then, I mean, Willie's mayos. If you've never tried the truffle mayonnaise from Willie's, try it with this. I'm telling you, that's all you need for Christmas.
Though, eh?
That's all you need for Christmas.
Fancy. And that's festive flavors.
Yeah.
A bit of truffle is festive flavor, man. And I'm still maintaining then for the afternoon session of the test match, then, because it's Boxing Day cricket again, which is cool, and a bit of Boxing Day rugby even, then you have them cold, with lots of vinegar and some salt.
Oh,
get out of here.
Happiness is a well-cooked potato. Okay, there we go. What do you think?
Buddy,
you've
smashed it. You've absolutely smashed it. I think potato has been the hero today. I'm so hungry right now. I cannot tell you. I cannot wait for my festive feast. So hopefully you've got it there. We've got our festive side and you've got the morning after. Chef Clem, you're a genius, man.
Thank you,
Perfect potatoes. Wow, I'm hungry now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Of course, you're still out there at your Feel Good Breakfast show on this beautiful Tuesday, and we are encouraging you to join us for even more magic, because tonight we're going to celebrate a theme of fellowship on the Insider SA, and we're attending an evening of festivities at the SA Style Awards, which is honoring achievers like Rachel Khaleesi, Donald Malo, and Jerusalem's Master KG.
Oh, yes. Also learn about the South Africanist movement from founder Jesse Yende, whose campaign for positive community impact encourages South Africans to be the best they can be for themselves and their country.
And we're celebrating 10 years of iconic looks with one of the country's most sought-after designers. It's Gert Johan Coetzee and his life and business partner Vicky Versace and celebrity client Nadia Nakai.
Oh yes, that's going to be a vibe, hey? Indeed. And we also catch up with global makeup artist to the stars Sir John at his home in LA to chat about the concept behind the new Volume 3 range and his fellowship with Unati, the face of the collection.
Hey, Sir John is just everywhere, eh?
And Unati is playing the game.
And then lastly, we've got a visit to the home of the RSG broadcaster and Chila Tate presenter, Amor Becker, who tells us how her life is made stronger by those she shares the fellowship with.
Oh, it's going to be a beautiful episode. Tonight, escape the norm and catch all this tonight on The Insider on SABC 3 at 7:30.
Well, of course, we love escaping the norm over this festive season with some fantastic TV. It's great to get out and about while we can. And I think because of lockdown and all the COVID restrictions, I just haven't been able to connect with my city, this mother city, this beautiful city that offers such an amazing balance of food and natural wonders. In fact, we've got the 8th modern wonder of the world right here. Cape Town is consistently voted as one of the best, if not the best city in the world. So I thought, let me get out there again and spend 48 hours in the mother city. Over and above these incredible views, whether you're into hiking, maybe shopping, or perhaps something a little more thrilling like paragliding, Cape Town really does have it all. This is 48 hours in the mother city. Cape Town is unique because there is a little bit of everything. There is unbelievable cuisine and great culture. There are unsurpassed views. You'll get a landscape here that you won't see anywhere else in the world when you consider the mountain next to the sea. And then you've got this vibrant, wonderful little slice of excitement in between that is the mother city. Tonight, I'm going to be staying at the Protea Hotel by Marriott Cape Town Waterfront Breakwater Lodge, which is situated right in the heart of Cape Town's bustling waterfront area. Makes it the perfect launching pad to explore the city, maybe some of the local beaches, and of course, the waterfront itself. The waterfront is luxury shopping on the water's edge, packed with amazing shops, cafes, arts and culture. It's an energy that can't be missed when exploring the mother city. Great way to start your day, especially if you're new to Cape Town, is with some stand-up paddleboarding through the city. So I'm at SUP Cape Town, one of the best in the biz, to put my balance to the test. I figure the best way to take it in and see how, quote, the other half live, get on the back of a stand-up paddleboard, an SUP, and experience Cape Town, the mother city, from the canals running through the foreshore, past the ICC, around the waterfront area. Really is a cool experience. Great for workout for the core as well. So if the water isn't your thing, maybe you want to try your hand at roller skating at the Rollercade. This is something new to Cape Town. In fact, brand spanking new. It's only been open a couple of weeks. This is a lot of fun, but I think I'm far better suited to the water. Got to say, the groovy tunes do help though. So day one done and dusted. Got to explore, got to try some stand-up paddleboarding, got to try some roller skating. Really cool. Cannot wait to see what day two has to offer. I cannot wait to continue my adventures in the mother city. And when you have Protea Hotel Fire and Ice by Marriott Cape Town as your home base, you sit at the foot of Tambour's Kloof and the edge of the city, so the options are endless. The Protea Fire and Ice is a mix of modern and stylish city living, which places the many luxuries of the city right at your fingertips. One of the real benefits of this area is you have Cape Town's cultural food hub literally right on your doorstep, and I think I'm feeling a little peckish. Kloof Street and Bree Street is home to Cape Town's finest eateries, cafes, bars, and is the ultimate go-to for any foodie exploring the city. You are spoiled for choice when it comes to finding good food on this stretch, but I reckon for a good option for a bite on the go, you got to hit a local legend, New York Slice.
Sanitizer.
Thank you so much. Can I grab a slice of pepperoni, please?
Slice of pepperoni.
Thanks. Taste of New York in the mother city. Love it. Whether you're 16 or 60, paragliding is an experience you will not forget. I cannot wait to do it again. But for a first timer here in Cape Town, this will give you a view of the city that is quite literally out of this world. The weather is perfect, the view looks amazing. I'm ready to rock and roll. Let's do this.
Go Paragliding offer an amazing paragliding experience, giving you views of Cape Town like no other. This is a unique experience. Nowhere else in the world can you get this experience of the sea, the mountain, the view of the city. Absolutely breathtaking. I'm so glad I did this again. Dude, you're a legend.
Well done, great stuff. Well done, excellent stuff.
Wow, I needed that. So after a busy day full of adventures and new experiences, why not relax and head to the hotel spa for a very warm welcome and some much needed relaxation. After a jam-packed 48 hours of adventure, I thought the best way to round it off would be with the best burger and milkshake in town. And luckily, I can find them at this hotel. I've heard the Mega Jaws burger and Ferrero Rocher milkshake are out of this world, so let's put it to the test. And speaking of, wow. This is the first burger in my life that I've actually had to quarter to be able to pick it up and eat it. Look at that. Wow. So let's be honest, 48 hours just isn't enough time to explore everything this truly amazing city has to offer, but it is enough to give you just a little taste for adventure. So get out there and start exploring.
That was amazing.
It was a great experience.
I want to start with the roller skating.
Look, first of all, can I say that I'm not a loser, okay? I do actually have friends and a partner in life and get to do these things, okay, with other people. But it was so cool just to reconnect with Cape Town again. It's been ages since, you know, we obviously haven't been allowed to, been able to go around. So I loved every second of it.
If you have to highlight one.
The paragliding was so cool. I haven't done it in an age. I was the only person up there at that stage of the day. And I used to live like in one of those buildings when I first moved to Cape Town. So I've got so many happy memories of Sea Point, but being able to see Cape Town from that angle again, just magic,
and
man. And they're offering all sorts of like really good deals at the moment for locals. So get out there, do that. But for me, that being able to finish with that burger, I was so hungry by the end of the day, I can't tell you. And that 500-gram patty and everything, we were like, oh. Do you know, I ended up cutting it up and feeding my entire crew with that burger. It was amazing. Thank you, Fire and Ice. But I had such a joy just connecting with the mother city again, man. You've got to just... Don't have to go overseas, just connect with your own backyard. We've got such a beautiful city. All of our cities are amazing. Go and explore.
That looked like so much fun. Seeing G roller skating by himself, okay? Just took me back to those, you know, early 2000 movies where the high school kid is just lonely.
Want a date?
Yes, they got stood up on a date. G, are you okay? I'm so sorry. Okay?
I'm so lonely.
Right now we're back in the kitchen to make some more Christmas ideas. When we think of quintessential Christmas foods and flavors, few come to mind faster than gravy. Whether enjoyed over roast potatoes, vegetables, or even as is, there's place on everyone's plate for it. Our Be Well roast onion gravy is the perfect condiment to complement your festive feast. And Ryle over here, yes, he's gonna take us through the steps to achieve the perfect Christmas gravy.
I am indeed.
We start off with the ingredients, sir.
Yes, I'm nervous because I haven't actually made a gravy before. I'm the kind of guy that gets gravy out of a packet and you just put it in the micro.
Oh no!
So the test is on today.
The test is on. It's gonna be so interesting.
Yeah. So what I believe we should do. Okay. So we're gonna put the onions. I've got a nice little baking tray here that we're gonna use. What we're gonna kind of do is just lightly sprinkle some oil on the tray so that the onions don't stick to it.
Our Be Well oil.
Yes, the hero ingredient, of course. I like to spread mine around so that I don't have to do a lot of nasty dishes afterwards. And the beautiful fact is it's also cholesterol free. All right, it's endorsed by the Heart and Stroke Foundation, so you can get your health on while making a beautiful gravy at the same time.
Woo! Look at
Easy as
you.
that.
Okay,
so what I've done
cool.
is I cut the onions in half now, and I kind of just spruce them around the baking tray. This is where you can get creative.
Are those the normal onions? Because I believe you can also spice it up, perhaps if you want to use red onions or even baby onions.
I love red onions because it's got this weird, like, caramelizing sweetness to it whenever you kind of prepare that. So if you are more on the sweet side, then this is a great option for you. But what I like to do is, obviously, if you've just got normal onions at home, which I'm sure everybody has, this is where you can get creative and start putting your ingredients in. So, spices to spice up your life. All right, we've got some bay leaves, which is just great. You can just chuck it. They really spread. I don't really chop them up too much because you don't really want to eat the leaf. It's kind of just to get the flavor out of it. And then we've got some beautiful thyme over here. Thyme and
I like that. But can we use thyme spice instead of the actual plant?
You can. But again, I love these raw, fresh, live ingredients. It just gives that authenticity and it kind of soaks out that moisture and the flavor in the spices themselves. But of course you can. I mean, anything kind of goes at this point, as long as it's something that's going to make you and the family happy for festive.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now you went in with some garlic cloves.
Garlic cloves to just top it off. I mean, you can't go wrong with garlic. And that is it. Simple as that. I pop this in the oven, literally put it on 200 degrees for 30 minutes. Then fast forward into time and it ends up looking like this.
We're done.
So you've got a nice little crisp on your onions, okay? All that flavor is now soaked into it. You can see the thyme has almost disappeared. The garlic's become a part of the onion. So now we're going to bring this thing to life. So what I'm going to do is I've got the pan, I've got a pot on low heat. Just put about a tablespoon of oil into that pan or pot, and then we're going to chuck our onions in first. Obviously they will be hot, so watch your hands. And you're hearing that fry already. I love that sound.
The smell for me. It has to be the combination of the different raw flavors, as you've mentioned, the bay leaves, the garlic, the thyme, everything coming together just produces this beautiful aroma. Bring
Get some of that. Get some of that. I'm sure T would have loved this on his burger as well. So now what we're going to do is something cool. So I'm adding a few ingredients to kind of make that gravy come to life. And I know you like to celebrate and you like to keep it festive. So I've got some vino that I've added here. So I've got some vino, some wine, red wine, and some red wine vinegar, as well as stock to kind of give that meaty feel. And then we've got some flour and sugar for that sweetness, just to compensate on the fact that we don't have the red onion involved. All right. So I'm going to chuck that in there. Let's get the stock in first.
In at the
it's all going in. Make sure, especially when you're putting the flour in, I know it sometimes does lump or clump up quite a bit. So especially when you're throwing the flour in, you really want to make sure that you get your stir on, just to kind of reduce the lumpiness that you could get from it.
So you suggest that we put the flour in last so that you can maintain that kind of consistency.
Yes, and get your stir on. This is where you're going to get those coals burning and earn the gravy, gal. Earn it.
Oh my gosh, earn the gravy with Ryle and get your hands on this recipe on our expressoshow.com website. And as you can see over there, at the end, we have the final product. Beautifully decorated. It looks beautifully chunky, but of course, you do have the option of slicing your onions as fine as you want to make it. But so far, Ryle, you have done a fantastic job, my friend. I'm so
simple
impressed.
as that. You just let it reduce until you've got that great consistency and you've got all the gravy to make everybody happy this festive.
That's what I like to hear. Thank you. Shout out to you.
Be well, love, food, life.
back, everybody. We are still keeping it festive here on your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso. Now, musician Chad Saaiman will be blessing us with a performance of a Christmas classic. In fact, did you know the song White Christmas is the most recorded Christmas song ever since its release in 1942? White Christmas has been covered by so many big artists such as Michael Bublé. We've seen Meghan Trainor do it. And this morning, South Africa's very own Chad Saaiman will be delivering his version of the classic song. Chad, take it away.
Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Christmas, with every Christmas card I write, may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. Said I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas song I write. So may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white. Say may your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be
rendition. How are you celebrating Christmas this year?
I'll be resting and relaxing and just staying home.
Rest?
Yeah.
So you're going to be like unplugged, everything?
Unplugged, no work, as it should be, I think, on Christmas. Just taking it easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's been a long year.
Yeah, it's definitely
been a long year.
Is your mom coming over? Are you cooking?
No. I'm not seeing my mom this Christmas. We are sacrificing some family time just for the greater good, to try and get through the pandemic, you know, just protecting our loved ones, our elders, and those with comorbidities, and just trying to do the right thing.
Please video call and please record it and put it on your social media. I absolutely love you, mommy. Yeah.
No, my mom is the rock star of the Saaiman family. It's not me.
No, she takes over.
Yeah, it's not
so
me.
We're still going to be hanging out with Chad Saaiman a little later on, but right now we're down to the final hour of the show. Here is G with his news headlines.
Just worth noting, in the final hour of the show, Dr. Emil Reid is stepping into our studio to talk about the latest strain of COVID-19, so you want to stay tuned for that. But let's now get into our news headlines for the final time this morning. Starting here in South Africa, at least 6 countries, including Germany, Switzerland and Turkey, are reported to have banned flights from South Africa due to the discovery of the new variant of COVID-19. Meanwhile, South African scientists are working with the World Health Organization to investigate this new variant. South Africa's new variant appears to be unrelated to to the one found in the UK, but it does share one important mutation, the way the virus attaches to human cells. Scientists speculate that this is what's behind the faster transmission of this virus, but it's a complex issue. Meanwhile, Solidarity Fund chairperson Gloria Serobi yesterday said South Africa had finally made a down payment of 327 million rand to the World Health Organization's COVAX facility. South Africa had missed the initial deadline to make the payment last week due to an administrative problem. The COVAX facility, with 190 countries signed on, is supposed to facilitate the equitable distribution of the COVID-19 drug. The deposit is meant to secure vaccines for at least 10% of the population. The rollout of the vaccine is expected in the first half of next year. Now, casting a wider net on the international front, Ghana is set to have a hung parliament next year after the opposition won the outstanding constituency in the central part of the country. Both the ruling party and the opposition now have 137 seats each. Plus, there is one independent MP, and this could pose a serious challenge to President Akufo-Addo's second term, even though the sole independent MP has pledged his support to the ruling party to push through bills, proposals and contracts submitted for approval. Then scientists have discovered what they say is the oldest tropical reef fish recorded anywhere in the world, an 81-year-old midnight snapper caught off the coast of Western Australia. The octogenarian fish was found by the Australian Institute of Marine Science at the Rowley Shoals. 10 other fish over the age of 60, including a 79-year-old red bass, were also caught. Marine scientists determine the age of a fish by dissecting its ear bones, which contain annual growth bands that can be counted in a very similar way to a tree's rings. Next, news of the world's first free-roaming sanctuary for primates. Monkeys are frequently used in laboratory experiments. Some live in confined zoos or are kept as pets in atrocious conditions, and often they are then just abandoned. Such monkeys aren't able to return to their natural habitats, which are disappearing as a result of logging, agriculture and urban settlements. But Monkeyland is a man-made haven at Plettenberg Bay, the world's first free-roaming multi-species primate sanctuary, 12 hectares in size. It provides some 550 animals with a new lease on life, from howler monkeys and gibbons to lemurs and capuchins, and founded in 1998 to protect these species, which are either endangered or critically endangered. It has since flourished and become a top refuge and educational center as well. Here, primates wander the Afromontane forest, form familial bonds and grow their population. To experience the environment and learn about the animals, visitors can meander along a 128-meter suspended bridge or join one of the walking safaris. Tours in multiple languages raise awareness of the threats monkeys face and how one can conserve them. Spaces such as this save primates from a very distressing fate, and a world coexisting with nature is created. We love that. What a note to sign off on. Let's get into our sporting lineup. Let's kick it off with rugby. The Currie Cup match between the log leaders, the Bulls, and the Lions, scheduled for this Saturday, the 26th of December, has now been postponed to Wednesday, the 6th of January, 2021, due to the COVID-19 cases in the Bulls camp. The match between the Bulls and the Pumas that was scheduled for the 8th of January will now take place 2 days later on the 10th of January at the Mbombela Stadium. Then on to cricketing news on the international front. South African cricket legend Jacques Kallis has joined England as their batting consultant. That's for their upcoming tour of Sri Lanka. The 45-year-old former cricketer has coached the Kolkata Knight Riders in the Indian Premier League and previously assisted in the Proteas camp. England will play 2 test matches in Sri Lanka starting on the 14th and then the 22nd of January before touring India. Then finally on to football. Monday night footy saw Chelsea beat West Ham United 3-0 at Stamford Bridge in the English Premier League. Thiago Silva opening the scoring in the 10th minute before Tammy Abraham added 2 more in the space of just 2 minutes in the second half to secure a much-needed win for the Blues. In the early encounter of the night, Burnley moved out of the bottom 3. That was after beating Wolves with a very impressive performance, 2-1. That Premier League action will continue over this coming weekend. And that's a wrap of your sport for this Tuesday morning. Let's take one last look at some of your beautiful sunrise vistas.
Thank you so much, Dee. Yes, it's a time to have a final look at those weather conditions. But first, your sunrise pictures. We ask you to send us your sunrise pictures so that we can see what your part of the country looks like this morning. Architecture Nova posted this morning skyline from Mpumalanga. We also had Bev Murray, who captured this beautiful sky from the Karoo National Park. Of course, you can expect some rainfall with a maximum of 28 degrees today. Nancy Governor also came through and sent her sunrise photo from Umkomaas in KwaZulu-Natal. Take a look at that beautiful picture. Love, love, love it. Shaheen Peterson also took a stroll in Pringle Bay, and you can expect a pleasant and warm day with a maximum of 27 degrees. Of course, you too can contribute to our weather report by posting your sunrise photos on Expresso's Facebook page. We would love to show it live on the show. Now, last night, people could observe the so-called Christmas star in the night sky, or as astronomers call the phenomenon, the Great Conjunction. This is when Jupiter and Saturn, the two largest planets in the solar system, are close to Earth and to each other, coming within a planetary kissing range, an intimacy which last occurred 800 years ago. Now, if you did miss this, rest assured you will still be able to observe it tonight and for the following few nights. Now, the best way to see this phenomenon is to find a spot with an unobstructed view of the sky, such as a field or a park. Jupiter and Saturn are bright, so they can even be seen from most cities, and then an hour after sunset, look to the southwestern sky. Jupiter will look like a bright star and be easy visible. Now, until last night, Saturn was slightly fainter and appeared slightly above and on the left of Jupiter. And as from tonight, Jupiter will overtake Saturn and they will reverse positions in the sky. Remember, the planets can be seen with the naked eye, but if you do have binoculars or a small telescope, you may be able to see Jupiter's 4 large moons orbiting the giant planet and the rings on Saturn. Very interesting view tonight. But right now, it's time to have a final look at those weather conditions. We'll start off with Polokwane. Your low is 19, peaking at 28 today. Umbombelo ranges from 22 to 31. Pretoria, your minimum is 18, peaking at 27. Johannesburg, if you're out and about, expect a low of 16 and a high of 26. Mahikeng coming through with a low of 19 and a high of 28. Klerksdorp, 20-30. Kimberley 16-25, and then Bloemfontein can expect thunder showers, but also ranges from 14 to 23. Richards Bay 25-32. Pietermaritzburg thunder showers also coming through with a low of 21 and a high of 27. South Africa's playground at Durban today is ranging from 23 to 27. Mthatha 17-21, and then East London ranges from 20 to 23 today. Cradock for you, it is 15-24. The friendly city of Port Elizabeth PE ranges from 20 to 25 with a 66% chance of rain today. George coming through with a low of 19 and a high of 24. The mother city Cape Town ranges from 17 to 27 today. Worcester 17-35. Sutherland 10-29. And then last but not least, Uppington coming through with a low of 16 and a high of 29. Wherever you find yourself on this beautiful Tuesday, make sure that you are the sunshine.
Thank you so much, Jamie. It looks like it's a hot day indeed. And now to keep things festive, the taste and smell of gingerbread is, of course, always a festive smell. Now mix in with that a little bit of coffee and you got yourself the perfect Christmas drink. Now, Nespresso's limited edition Italia Amaretti has subtle almond and warming vanilla flavors, making it the ideal partner for our gingerbread latte. But before we get into it, of course, and before we even get to the recipe, we have a big announcement to make. We've got the announcement of the lucky winner of that fantastic Nespresso barista device. Can I get a drum roll, please? Our winner is Tony Butman! And we actually have Tony on the line. Tony, you still with us?
I am indeed, I am.
Oh, it's so good to have you here. So tell me, who's gonna be the first person that you start crafting some beautiful coffees for with this device that you just won?
Definitely my partner, because it's kind of a ritual that the two of us have coffee in the morning. And then one of my best friends, Leslie, she's a major coffee addict as well, so it will definitely be the two of them. I'm so excited.
That's so awesome. So what are you most excited about when it comes to just creating this device? I know there's so many cool things you can do, mochas, hot chocolates, iced coffee. What's the top of your list?
Definitely a cappuccino. That's my go-to, and possibly lattes as well.
I
Cappuccino
like
and
it.
a latte. That's definitely my go-to.
Well, Tane, congratulations, and I wish you nothing but love as you join in your partner with all the delicious flavors. And if you want one more, then Chef Clem and I have got the perfect answer for you. It's a latte that you're going to absolutely adore. Chef Clem, are you ready to shake and bake?
I am.
All right, gingerbread, man.
Gingerbread latte. It smells amazing. It tastes amazing. It's not my recipe.
Whose recipe is it?
It's Aniba's recipe.
Okay.
And if you haven't met Aniba, please come step in.
Aniba in the building.
Can I get a clap for Aniba? She's been making all the food along with Kelly. It looks so amazing and so beautiful. We had to give her a shout out today.
Aniba needs more than a shout out. She's like the glue in this kitchen.
She
because
is.
We just come here and pretend like we know everything, and
I don't even know how to cook. I don't even know what I'm doing.
A pretty face.
I just walk in and Aniba goes, do this, do this, do this, do this, do this, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm out. No, Aniba's amazing. So thank you for this
let's get
recipe.
into this. So I believe I'm going to hook you up with the first ingredient, of course, right? And I'm going to hit you up with a little espresso using the amaretto.
Yeah, and I love amaretto because it's that little subtle hint of almond that kind of brings through the festive flavors. It reminds a little bit of like marzipan.
Yes.
It's so beautiful, it's so delicious, and it works really well with this.
Nice.
So you're doing that?
Yes,
for me.
I am. Simple as this, just the push of a button.
The push of a button. Also, it's got this beautiful Brazilian bourbon Colombia beans paired with the Colombian beans, and the combination works so well. The acidity level is quite low, so it works well when you're pairing drinks and flavoring it in it like we're going to do today. So that's looking amazing. I've got some warm milk over here. To that, I'm going to add some brown sugar. That's where our sweetness is going to come from. And then I'm going to add golden syrup, okay? Also sweetness, but caramel flavor.
Yes.
And you want that from a gingerbread cookie, because I mean, you use it in a biscuit as well, so why not in the coffee? And I've got allspice, which is actually one spice. It's not a combination of all spices. It's one berry.
All of the one spices. In
It's called allspice, but it's just one berry.
What is
I
it?
don't make up the names.
Is the berry's name allspice?
No, allspice, yeah. What? Yeah, not Old Spice.
Like the berry
no, not
of
Old Spice. Allspice. And then I've got some ground ginger that's going in. I mean, you gotta have ginger. And then cinnamon. And then some vanilla extract or essence.
I don't know if it's that pot or the coffee, but something's smelling good, Clem. What is that?
I'm wearing Old Spice.
Is it you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Okay. If you're wearing Old Spice in 2020, put it down. You're not supposed to be wearing Old Spice. Ever. Okay, that looks amazing. Thank you so much.
So I got your espressos lined up, my friend. My work here is done. Compliments on this beautiful machine from Nespresso as well.
It's amazing.
So you can take it over from here.
Can you smell that for me? Doesn't that smell like Christmas? It smells so
like
good.
Oh, it smells like Christmas stockings. It smells like Christmas
stockings.
lunch, supper, presents. It smells like a Christmas tree. This is festive in a pot, man.
It is. And it smells like Christmas. What do Christmas stockings smell like?
The new ones?
It smells like Old Spice. Put the Old Spice down. Stop wearing Old Spice. Okay, no,
I was going to say it smells like Santa was working late at night delivering presents, and it's got a little bit of that like Santa funk in it, but I don't think that's a good idea, so let's ignore that. It doesn't smell like that.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your beautiful flavored milk and you're going to add it to your coffee. Now here's the thing, did you check out what the weather's going to be like in Richards Bay?
In Richards Bay, it looks like sunny all around, man.
It's 34 degrees with rain. I love South Africa. So the reason I'm saying this is because if it's cold, and when it does rain, you're going to hit it nice and hot. And when it is at 34 degrees and it's proper hot, I would add a big cube of ice to this.
And then you go.
And do a chilled gingerbread latte, which will be absolutely amazing. We can top it with a little bit of cream.
Richards Bay is no excuse not to enjoy.
Richards Bay, this is for you.
Gingerbread latte.
I'm giving Sutherland a break, and it's Richards Bay.
What are you chucking on top of there? Is that ice cream?
It's a little bit of cream. A little bit of cream. And I'm going to just finish it up with a little bit of dusting of cinnamon. Ooh. Thank you, Aniba. This recipe is amazing. It smells amazing. I can't wait to try it. But should we get someone else to try it?
I think we need someone amazing to try something amazing. So let's bring the most amazing voice we've had in studio today. Chad Saaiman in the building. Yes. Come on and try some of this, my friend. You've been working hard, delivering us with those soulful notes.
This looks incredible.
Thank you.
Be the proof in the pudding, because clearly we don't do anything here. We just follow orders.
Aniba.
Yes.
Yeah, it's Aniba. Yes. I see you, Aniba.
Aniba, let's give it a taste.
Is it good?
That is delightful.
Oh, yes.
That is delightful.
That's you, Aniba's got
That's
a delightful from Chad Saaiman himself. Now, guys, to get your hands on this festive recipe, visit expressoshow.com. And don't miss out on Thursday when we make coffee gingerbread biscuits. Chad Saaiman, you good?
What do you think? He's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone.
That's a good sign.
I mean, that's a good sign, yeah.
We chose some of the world's rarest local coffee crafts and refined them to create 5 distinct new tastes. After all, we are the choices we make.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You are still live with Expresso as we move into our health matters on this Tuesday morning. Now, earlier this month, South Africa's Minister of Health, Dr. William Kiza, announced that the country had indeed entered a second wave of COVID-19 infections. There's been a major surge in cases in hotspots that have been identified as the Nelson Mandela Bay Metro, the Garden Route and the Sarabatman district. Now, a new variant of the COVID-19 virus has also been identified by genomics scientists here in the country, which is said to be driving the latest surge, but it is a complex matter. Our very trusted infectious diseases specialist and good friend, Dr. Emil Reid, is here to tell us all about this newest developments with regard to coronavirus. Do you have any questions at home? Dr. Reid is ready to answer any of them. Please give us a call right now, 021 110 552. We'll keep that number on screen. Please give us a call if you want to ask anything at this stage. I know you're a tome of all information, Doc. Welcome back. I know you've been through the ringer with this. You've had COVID-19, so you've had a first-hand experience of what it's like. Correct. But also working within the front lines within your own hospital, you've been able to kind of see in the cold face what's going on, and maybe that's a good place to start. What are conditions like in your hospital right now?
Graham, thanks for inviting me again to be here and speak to the viewers as well. Currently, things are horrible. It's atrocious. Our hospitals are packed with people suffering from COVID. Our ICUs are currently 100% capacity. So beds is a huge problem. But the other problem that also have developed, and what we expected, is that healthcare workers are becoming tired, they're fatigued, they're burnt out, and they deserve some kind of rest as well.
Is there an answer to that?
Well, the only answer is to actually stop this virus from spreading in its tracks. That's the only answer. And I mean, currently, COVID-19 is running riot in South Africa, and more so in the Western Cape. Up to yesterday, we had roughly about 3,000 hospitalizations in the Western Cape. 37,000 active cases, which is the #1 amount of active cases in the country, followed by KZN at 31,000, Gauteng, and then the Eastern Cape, roughly about 15,000 active cases. So in the Western Cape is where the surge is happening.
And now they're said to be a version 2.0, the SARS-CoV-2 variant. What is that all about? Does that make you scared in any way? Because already, like you said, the health workers are to their brim, they're tired, and here's another variant coming along. What does that mean?
Yes, the new variant is actually called 501V2. It almost sounds like a jeans brand that we need to buy. And what it's all about, there's a big difference between a variant and a strain change.
Okay.
Obviously, if this was a strain that was changing, I mean, I would have been scared to the bones, because obviously a change of strain means that we have to go back to day one and start all over again.
Okay.
And as for all other viruses, even SARS-CoV-2 is evolving, and with the fact that this virus is allowed to evolve, this virus is allowed to be transmitted and spread, with every replication cycle, you actually develop mutations or variants. And that is how this one came about as well. And many variants exist as what we call quasi-species, which means that they infect or get transmitted, and then they die off if that particular individual sort of isolates and does not spread the virus further. But frequently we find that certain variants becomes the dominant strain because they are spread and because they are transmitted, and they become the so-called wild-type virus. And this is what we've seen with this specific variant, currently thought to be the driving force of the current surge. But as you said, it's a complex matter, and we're not sure whether behavioral changes of humans are also responsible.
Or maybe it's kind of a chicken and egg thing, where the one fuels the other and vice versa.
Exactly.
How was this new variant actually discovered?
What happened was colleagues in the Eastern Cape were referring to the new cases as being epidemiologically different. So whereas with the first wave we saw the elderly, people with comorbidities, diabetes, hypertension, being overweight, being affected, the current surge was characterized by younger people becoming sick, younger people with no comorbid illness ending up on a ventilator and in an ICU. And that was one of the first things that made people alert to the fact that there might be a new variant around. And subsequently what followed was that they made the association between the current surge with a new variant of SARS-CoV-2.
Okay, we're going to explore this a lot further this morning. We'd love to hear your questions as well. 021 110 5552. Dr. Reed is going to stick around. We are talking about the new variant of COVID-19 and the current second surge in cases.
A very important conversation being had there. Thankfully, we have a second part to continue. But now on to something really interesting. In Johannesburg, two top South African artists, Baba Jeko and Lauren Colin Mitchell, aka Curious Lauren, have come together to create an art installation that's as mischievous as it is masterful. Titled Wet Paint, the artist's ambition is to bring the social distancing message to life in their unique artistic styles, based on the idea that social distancing does not mean being antisocial.
Yeah, I like that. Now, in the experiment, 8 locally made Pedersen and Leonard benches have been installed in busy public spaces in and around Johannesburg. And now the two artists then painted murals directly onto the middle of the benches and then left wet paint signs, encouraging people to sit alongside, yet still apart from each other. Now, Baba and Lauren are joining us this morning to tell us more. Are you guys with us this morning? Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
It's such a pleasure to have you both on the show. First things first, is it working? Are people motivated to social distance?
Absolutely. I think it's been so well received. I think people are so delighted by the creative intervention. We've seen people sharing it online. We've been tagged in photos. We've seen it all over the news. It's been so well received. We're so happy.
Oh, that is so cool. Now I gotta say.
Also,
oh, sorry, Bobby. Yeah.
Yes, I was saying also for me, the important part is that people are talking about it, and I see it even post this campaign. People will still be talking about it. So I think I really love that element of talkability that's in this campaign.
Yeah, look, I couldn't agree with you more there. And I think it's so clever what you guys have done by using the wet paint sign, which is so clever. But where did the inspiration and idea for this come about?
So it was actually a sort of second iteration of a campaign we did back in September, where I think it was in lockdown level 2 or lockdown level 3 when restaurants started to open up again. Myself and Stella Artois did a massive installation in Nelson Mandela Square in amongst sort of the restaurants, where the mural was sort of made up of these circles and sort of encouraged people to get back together. And the circles sort of designated where people could sort of stand together while still remaining a safe distance apart. And I think after the massive success of that sort of first installation, we saw the need for more sort of creative intervention in sort of the parts of the city that we're going to start getting really busy. So like public spaces, malls, places like the Gautrain and public transport. And we saw an opportunity, and ultimately it was a collaboration between the brand and their creative agency, King James, in Johannesburg.
And that's exactly what we need right now, because it's just grey skies outside, it's dull, it's sad, it's usually empty. Some color is what is needed. Baba, the artwork achieves just that. It's not sad, it's not focused on COVID-19 imagery. Why the decision to make it colorful and happy?
I think we are already experiencing a tough time as a country. All the images that have to do with COVID-19 are really sad and painful, really. People are losing their loved ones. So we needed something that will tackle this issue in a very light but very positive way. So as you can see, my work and Lauren's work is very colorful, vibrant, and I think that's the type of energy that we need to tackle such a serious issue so that people are able to really be encouraged and not be discouraged by heavy imagery. So this was a perfect way of tackling this issue, really.
And may I just add to that, also it's just a perfect conversation starter as well. You're seeing this cute mural on the bench. You're just like, what do you think about that?
All right, well, Lauren, sorry, I don't know if you broke up there, but I just got to ask, I mean, these benches look amazing. They look so cool, but where can people find them? And maybe even if they wanted to plan a social distancing date, where might be the best spot for that to happen?
So they actually just got moved. They did previously exist at the Mall of Africa in Midrand, at the Sandton Gautrain in Johannesburg, and they were at Menlyn Main in Pretoria. But they have just been moved to the permanent collection at Botanical Gardens in Johannesburg, and they will live their life there until they're not needed anymore.
They have to remain there, okay, for future generations to also witness what 2020 was like.
Exactly. I can't foresee there not being a need for them anytime soon, so they'll be there for a long time.
Awesome.
And Baba, I think it's also a great opportunity. Yes, I was saying it's a great opportunity for the public to still have access to them, engage with the art, but also be reminded of this important cause that we're fighting, that is COVID-19.
I love it so much. Baba and Lauren, you guys are doing incredible work. Thank you for sharing your art and your expertise with us in educating, but also to kind of play your part, you know, to lighten the weight and lighten the mood in South Africa, also just globally.
Couldn't agree more.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you
so much.
It's been fun.
Even personality is just full of energy
so
and color.
Cool. I wish they could be in studio right now, okay?
Look, as South Africa heads into the festive summer season, initiatives like these might just help to keep us from slipping back into those old school habits too quickly. Now, whilst allowing us to have a little laugh along the way too.
Yes.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now, continuing with our health discussion on the second wave of COVID-19 infections and the recently discovered new variant of the disease. Now, infectious diseases specialist and our friend, Dr. Emil Reed, is still with us and will be telling us more. And if you have any questions about the COVID-19 second wave, please do head on over to the line. It's 021-110-552. We'll be taking all of those questions for the doctor this morning.
And it sounds like we've got a caller on the line as we speak. Sheena from Durban. Very good morning. Sheena, are you there?
Good morning, Expresso. Good morning, doctor.
Sheena, thank you so much for weighing in. What is your question?
My question, doctor, is my husband recently had a bypass surgery and he came home 2 weeks ago. On Thursday, he tested positive for the COVID, and on Saturday, my two daughters tested positive. I just want to know, he's got all the antibiotics and vitamins, but he still has a chest pain and a phlegmy cough. Is this related to the COVID, or is it part of the healing process from the operation?
Well, Shana, I think what is important is to remember that your husband is at extremely high risk to contract COVID and also develop complications due to COVID. And we do have an entity called long COVID, which means that frequently people that develop severe COVID normally develop symptoms long after they have already gotten better because of the COVID itself. It is important that the attending physician checks out your husband, make sure that he does not have a secondary infection which was acquired during hospital stay, and also rule out that it's not just the COVID making him ill as well.
Okay, thank you so much, Doctor.
Sheena, and all the best with your husband's recovery as well, and good luck with your family. Hopefully you can all stay safe.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It just brings it home. So many people either have someone in the family, know someone. I mean, I've had a couple of people that have been quite close to me in the last couple of weeks now present, some in hospital, that were strong, that were healthy, that weren't presenting any comorbidities, obviously highlighting the new variant in COVID that you've explained. We've obviously seen an upswing internationally. What is going on in the rest of the world at the moment? Is this new variant? We've heard now that it's not the same variant from the UK. Is there any link whatsoever? This new variant, is it something that's born out of South Africa's exposure? Could it have come from somewhere else? Could we have spread it there?
No, definitely not. I mean, the development of variants are just a normal part of the evolution of the virus. And what has happened in South Africa is probably happening all over the world. And the important thing is that when the genome of viruses are changed, they actually causes different diseases. It actually influences the manner in which the virus behaves, which means it can cause different populations being affected. It can cause an increase in transmissibility, as what we're currently seeing. It can cause an increase in disease severity and complications, which we are luckily not seeing with this current variant. And the important thing that people need to remember, that genomic surveillance, what's currently happening, is happening all over the world. So whenever there is an infection, whether TB, HIV, malaria, now COVID-19, we constantly look at the species and the variants of diseases, and it actually helps us to respond to these diseases with regards to diagnosis, treatment, and vaccine development as well.
I think we've got another caller, Jocelyn, on the line from Milnerton. A very good morning, Jocelyn. What's your question?
Good morning to you, Graham, and the doctor, and
good morning.
Next to you. Thank you so much, doctor. I am a type 2 diabetic. What do you suggest I use for the over-the-counter self-help medication to boost my immune system, please? Because this thing is scary.
Thank you, Jason.
Great question. Yeah.
I think the important thing is that we need our immune system. And in order for us to stay healthy, to exercise, take our vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, selenium, all those important so-called immune boosters will help us and assist our immune system to cope with the current surge of COVID-19. And then obviously to follow the protocols that's been installed with regards to public health precautionary measures, stay in your house, wear a mask when you go outside, and sanitize.
I'm going to ask this very quickly. Are we going to get a vaccine? We've heard about, securing 10% of COVAX-related vaccine early parts of next year. Can we rest any hopes in a vaccine in the foreseeable future?
I don't think people should. I think we need to stick to what we know, and that is to protect ourselves. I don't think we should invest all our confidence in a vaccine, because we don't know when the vaccine will be available and when enough people will be vaccinated in order to cause herd immunity for us not to be able to transmit this virus. So I think the current feeling is COVID is going to be with us for a long while still to come, and we need to stick what we know best, and that is to protect ourselves and our loved ones.
Just remembering when you came on almost a year ago and I asked you, what must we expect? And Dr. Reed said, right off this year.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at where we are now. So stay tuned to your Feel Good Breakfast show. Dr. Emil Reed will be answering viewer questions on COVID-19. Keep those questions coming. Welcome back. We are talking all things COVID-19 infections with infectious diseases specialist Dr. Emil Reid, who will be answering your burning questions on the second wave, a brand new variant of the virus. Thank you to every individual who has sent through your questions and connected with us. We've got Anthony now joining us on the line. A very good morning, Anthony. What is your question?
Hi, good morning, Expresso team, and good morning, Dr. Reid. I just have a question regarding the immunology of the new strain or the new variant, as you put it. Why is it that the new variant is so much more transmissible than the original COVID? Is it something to do with the immunology? Is it something to do with how it's transmitted? Has it changed to a different form of transmission? Or how does that new variant so easily transmit between younger people or people in general, I would say?
Great question.
Fantastic question, Anthony. And the easy answer is we currently don't know exactly how that happened. And currently the research is still ongoing. Remember, this new variant was only described about a week back to be a wild type. And even though we knew about it for the last 3 months, it only became a wild type recently. So what we're doing currently is to associate this variant with the clinical picture. We look at the immunology, antibody development, etc., and also the effect that this variant might have on disease progression, disease severity, as well as treatment options being available. At this point in time, the only thing we do know, also looking at the UK data, is that this variant seems to be more transmissible, and not to the same degree of, for instance, measles and chickenpox. And we look at the so-called R number, where the R number of chickenpox and measles are probably 12 to 18. When it comes to COVID-19, probably only 1.5. And what we do see is that this new variant leads to an increase in transmissibility with the R value of round about 40–50%. So it increases from 1.5 maybe to 2, which means that 2 people can be infected with every person that has the virus.
Wow. And you kind of exponentially extrapolate that.
Exactly.
You can understand the new surgeons. We've got Kinsani Onika weighing in on social media saying, good morning, Dr. Emil and beautiful presenters. Thank you for saying that. The new variant, does it only affect the younger age group or everyone? And how does it differ from the original COVID-19? And does the original still exist?
Exactly. There's probably, at this point in time, probably about 12,000 plus variants that exist.
Wow.
And remember, with every replication and every spread of the virus actually changes.
An evolution.
So there's more and more variants developing, and that's why we said we develop it into quasi-species, those species that will be around all the time, and then the wild type species, which is the dominant species. So at this point in time, the new variant seems to be the dominant species.
And sorry, go for it.
Can you get reinfected? So you had COVID, but now with this new variant, can you get reinfected with this?
Are you more susceptible or less?
At this point in time, we don't know the answer to that. And I think only time will tell, and only further research will elaborate on whether that is the case or not.
And I suppose that's the conundrum here, is that you're processing data, but you're dealing with it as it's happening, and then every time you get a handle on one variant, a new evolution breaks the surface. Are we seeing a difference in the symptoms, and are we finding, I suppose, through luck, that how we have been treating is still working? Are you preparing to treat patients in a different way? How do you kind of buffer for knowing the numbers are probably only going to increase?
At this point in time, we see exactly the same symptoms. We see exactly the same clinical pictures, and are we treating people in exactly the same manner. So nothing has changed from that point of view. I think the one thing that is concerning is the volumes of patients requiring admission to hospitals. So these volumes and these numbers of ill people are more of a concern than current treatment options and managed strategies that we have in place.
What advice would you have for everyone, watching now that's maybe fearful of the second wave that's hitting South Africa currently?
Well, I think the most important thing is for us to be content with the fact that this will be the most abnormal holiday season that we will ever have in our lifetime. And we need to take stock and not be short-sighted of what is important. People wanting to spend Christmas together with massive gatherings and congregates. It shouldn't happen. There's always going to be a Christmas next year. And if we misbehave now, we're not going to see 2021. We're not going to be able to spend 2021 with our families. So we can sacrifice this year by staying safe, masking up, sanitize, physical distancing, stay in your bubble and make sure that you don't overlap with many other bubbles in the environment. Stay safe. That is what we need to do.
And I think by now we've proven that we can recalibrate. We've dealt with it. We've made it this far. And we can still survive through what has undoubtedly been one of the biggest challenges we have all faced collectively. But I stress the word collectively because we're all in it together.
Exactly.
Doc, thank you so much. Stay safe out on the front lines and all the best of luck over this festive season. I know for you, the least of your worries is Christmas lunch at this stage. So
Exactly.
Please stay safe and good luck to you and the rest of your team.
Thanks, guys.
Fantastic questions posed by our viewers there. Thank you so much for that. We just need to take our own responsibility to ensure the safety of ourselves, our colleagues and our families. But right now it's time to take a look at a more creative side to COVID-19 and find the beauty in its artwork.
Yeah, so we're about to meet Pelato Bulala. Now he's a Limpopo native and self-taught innovator who has amazed tourists in the province with miniature sculptures made from rubbish and proving that everything can be used and has a second chance.
Yes, and this time around, he has found inspiration from the very pandemic that we are in.
Hi, my name is Pilato. Welcome to my world of art. My journey into scrap metal art, I started it when I was still young. So I used to make my own toys because my mother was not giving enough money to buy toys for me. So I used to make my own toys. Then when I go to school, so I attended the competition. So I was the winner at school. I was doing the earrings with the cold drink tins. After winning a competition at school, I decided to make all different types of artworks. My current sculptures is sculptures that talks about the coronavirus. So I did the sculpture that talks about the doctors, because the doctors, they take risk of their life helping a corona patient. So that inspired me to make the sculpture that talks about the doctors. People react very well in my artwork because I currently do the sculpture that talks about the things which is happening in the world. So I did, my latest sculpture is a doctor holding a spear trying to defeat coronavirus. So my favorite creation is a man wearing a mask, so he also holding a mask. So by doing this sculpture is to educate people to wear a mask when they go to shopping, because some they wear a mask at the back of the mouth. So I was teaching, educating people to know the importance of wearing a mask. Why ignite my passion on doing scrap metal art is because I don't spend money on getting the material. I just collect it and turn it into art. My expectation for the future is to build a big gallery here at my place so that when the tourists come, they can able to see all my artwork in one place.
Oh, wow, that is
Stunning.
absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
That saying just goes, and it's so pertinent. One man's trash is definitely another man's treasure.
I just really hope that his gallery lifts off so that it can be enjoyed by locals and also internationals when the time comes where we can just roam around freely. So shout outs to you. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely love to see it.
Let me just make sure my ears are on. There we go. No, this one is... Yeah, this one's changed. Yeah, there's no track for this one. This is play. So I think we just make sure also the...
Let's do the sound check first.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on SABC3. Guess what? It's time for another moment of your birthday.
Happy birthday. Have a happy birthday. Happy birthday. A very happy birthday to you.
Well, the birthday wishes just keep on coming in, and we absolutely love seeing them.
Yeah, so we've got some special video wishes for. First up, it's Mrs. Makanya, Wayne, and Ansa, and it's a happy birthday to you, and let's check it out.
Very happy birthday. I love you to the moon and back, mommy. You've been an amazing person to me ever since I met you. Continue to be the amazing person that you are, and always know that Mookie loves you no matter what. I wish you a happy day. Enjoy it with your family. I love you.
Happy birthday to Wayne. God bless you today. God bless you always. God bless you and keep you. Happy birthday to Wayne.
Happy birthday to Ansa. Happy birthday to Ansa. Happy birthday to Ansa. Happy birthday to you. I just wish my brother had a good birthday.
Amazing.
Not just too cute.
Once again, happy birthday to Mrs. Makanya, Wayne, and Ansa. I think we should do something.
I think our version was cool. I don't know. Especially since you just put me on the spot like that.
It's what you got to do. You got to hype everybody up at home.
Let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Hey, hey. Happy birthday to you. Hey, hey. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Hey, hey. Yes.
You're taking over Chad Simon's job there, I see. But listen, of course, you can send us your 50-second videos on WhatsApp to 071-640-6551 so we can wish you live on the show. Or maybe Ra can sing
Happy birthday to you. Hey, hey.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. I feel like this is the birthday squad.
Yeah, no,
they need to come back to the
down.
show. It's really going down. Chad Saaiman, thank you so much for joining us this morning. You have been an absolute pleasure to watch. He has graced the Expresso stage, serving nothing but fantastic performances. But right now he's on standby to perform his 2018 hit Play featuring youngster CPT. But it's going to be a special one because it's a stripped down version.
That's it, man. That's
okay, take it away.
Cool.
She don't call me back, baby, why, baby, why? I just wanna play. Baby, don't you wanna wait? Since she's going overseas, living up in NYC, she couldn't get too close, cause she probably wouldn't leave. Why don't you just stay? Cause you know I wanna play. Started with the fire on the beach. I got a few and it's looking like a peach. So you just wanna stay out of reach. I put my hand out, you just wanna tease. Say fast but you wanna move slow. Say what's the point if you really wanna go? See I'm just chilling, you're like Jon Snow. I'm getting cold, baby, feelings getting cold. Something in my brain said I'm about her in the day, I'm about her in the night. She don't call me back, baby, why, baby, why? I just wanna play. Baby, don't you wanna wait? Said she's going overseas, living up in NYC. She couldn't get too close, cause she probably wouldn't leave. Why don't you just stay? Said you know you wanna play, 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 play. Verse 2, I guess her voicemail's really feeling me. She's probably out there, capo in the streets. While Cupid shooting me, she's shooting spree. These lovely arrows are actually killing me. Say what I'm supposed to do right now in the day. Craig David suggested that I walk away. He was telling me that I should probably stay. I got a lot of baggage, it's a lot of weight. The truth is that you don't know me. Say I'm too gone to play your hide and seek. You got me looking for you like Stevie until something in my brain said that my heart's feeling wasted. Oh my, why, oh why? I'm about her in the day, I'm about her in the night. She don't call me back, baby, why, baby, why? I just wanna play. Baby, don't you wanna wait? Yeah. Said she's going overseas, living up in NYC. She couldn't get too close, cause she probably wouldn't leave. Why don't you just stay? Yeah. Cause you know I wanna play. Let's make it out. I'm about her in the day, I'm about her in the night. She don't call me back, baby, why, baby, why? I just wanna play. Baby, don't you wanna wait, 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 wait? Said she's going overseas, living up in NYC. She couldn't get too close, she probably wouldn't leave. Why don't you just stay? Cause you know I wanna play. Big happy birthday to youngster CPT as well. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Yay! Chad Saaiman, you have to come to us, please. After that performance.
Beautiful
man.
stuff. That was lovely. Chad, we made some yogurt, man.
Thank you.
And it's
Smoothie breakfast.
It's okay. Thank you.
Look, Chad, I've got to say, when we did that challenge earlier with you and Jamie, like everybody was just losing their mind.
Yeah.
So we thought we're going to do one last sudden death.
Okay.
We're going to include everybody on the couch.
Okay, sure.
So
Yes.
it's you, Kukle, Jamie, and G are going to go for a sudden death. First person to put their hand up and sing that song is going to take it for the day.
Okay.
Tuesday. All right. And your word is celebrate. Kukle Adams was first. You got to go. 3, 2,
Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on.
I thought you were going to take the Chad approach.
Celebrate good times. Come on.
that's
Buddy, thank you so much for bringing a little bit of extra Christmas cheer this morning, man.
Thank
We've
you for
absolutely
having me.
loved
Thank you for
hosting you.
having
What's the plans from here on out?
I'm looking forward to a few days of just relaxing a bit.
Chill.
Just recuperating after the year. I feel like the year's been like 2 years in 1 year.
Most, yeah.
It's like 2.5 years in 1 year.
No, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, so I think it's important as much as it is important to be busy, it's also important to rest. And I think that's something I've learned this year, and just being present in every single moment. So just constantly trying to just improve on that, man. Yeah. And I know next year will be better.
Yeah,
Okay.
man. So it's a very special day for you?
It is. It's my little one's birthday today. Please send love because we are not okay.
Can we
Moms
sing
to
him?
toddlers.
Can we sing him our new birthday song?
You can do
Happy
it.
birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Luca.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. We love you. Stay safe, South Africa.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
South Africa, Clover wishes you a happy festive season, celebrated with friends, loved ones, and all your family favorites. Made with love by Clover.